Okay, ladies and germs. So I'm sure you would have heard the news by now that Terrence Crawford has finally made the decision to retire. A fact I'm very happy about because very few boxers in the sport of boxing get to retire on their own terms. Usually, they go out kind of sad, like how Cotto went out in the Saddam Ali fight with a dislocated shoulder, losing the fight, like Bernard Hopkins did in the Joe Smith Jr. fight, getting knocked out of the ring, both feet in the air, kind of looked like Shaquille O'Neal out there. So the Terrence got to pick when he retired, being unbeaten, coming off a career best win, is a fairy tale ending to what is an illustrious career. And even now I see people trying to disparage him, saying stupid shit like, "Oh, Canelo was past his prime." Yeah, at 38 years old, Crawford wasn't in his prime either. So spare me the fucking excuses. I really hate that shit. I really hate sore losers, especially if you were somebody who was talking a lot of shit before the fight. That kind of shows your character that you can't accept, hey, you got it fucking wrong. I got it wrong. I thought Canelo was going to win. I gave Crawford his flowers. Like, no, the better man won. It's just as simple as that. But you still got a lot of fucking sore losers out there that take it personal. You need to stop with having these parasocial relationships with boxers, you know? What it do, RC? What it do, Justino, Donald, Flint? What it do, Martin? You know? So I'm glad to see that he went out the way that he went out, that he went out on his own terms, because there was an active effort to suppress this fighter that I documented for many years here on this channel to keep him out of every major fight possible at his prescribed weights, because they knew how good he was and they knew what would happen if they put their fighters in there with him. And he still managed to come out on top. It really is a story of perseverance, because they really did try to suppress that guy. And even now, there's an active effort to try to belittle his legacy that, oh, Spence was this and Canelo was that. Like, how do you guys live with yourselves making excuses for every fucking thing? You know? Give it a fucking rest. Golden Balls, what it do? Bud did what Roy. Yeah, you right. Because Roy could have wrapped it up after that John Ruiz fight. There was no real reason to keep fighting after that. And, if Roy would have retired off of that Ruiz win, what about the chick that said it's levels? Yeah, that shit is so fucking corny, man. Like, you got it fucking wrong, ma. You got it wrong. You were fucking wrong. Stop being a sore fucking loser. Shit, even I picked Canelo to win the fight, but I wasn't mad when Crawford won. Like, nah, he did his thing. You got to give him his flowers. That shit is just some sore loser shit. Oh, now Canelo was past his prime. Well, so was fucking Crawford then. If Canelo's past his prime at 35 or 36, then surely Crawford is at 38. Oh, what? Crawford stopped aging 3 years ago, but Canelo didn't? Grow the fuck up. I hate shit like that. That's just stupid. You know? But he retired. It's what I wanted for more reasons than one. Not just to see him have a fairy tale ending, but also because the super middleweight division needs it. It doesn't need to be held up by him lingering and staying around and hanging on to those alphabet titles. So now you can usher in an exciting new era of super middleweights. Resendiz has already been elevated to full WBA champion, for those that don't know. Now Armando Resendiz is the only reigning champion at super middleweight until further notice. So that's kind of cool. Hopefully he can start getting some fights now that he's a full world champion. People have a reason to go after him. Resendiz is a fan-friendly fighter, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Just a new crop of guys, a new cycle of fights, and a new process, because you got lingering fighters that are aging. The conversation gets very stale very quickly. So, credit to Crawford. I'm glad that he retired. I hope that Usyk does the same thing, because I don't really see what reason is there for him to stick around.
Agreed.
And yeah, I
Agreed.
don't see I don't see nothing that Usyk need to be doing at this point, there's nothing else to do. You took out the top dogs. Anything
And
other
that's
than
why he's fighting Wilder, and that's why we're not happy with that shit.
Yo, that
yeah,
shit is disgusting.
That shit is
I
nasty.
don't really want to see that shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't even really want to see that shit. But
And that's why the way
And
Crawford left was like a beautiful ending, bro. It really is,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, you know,
and
and go
I
ahead.
fuck with Canelo. I'm a Canelo fanboy. It's time for you to go too, big dog. You gotta
I
go.
think it is. I mean, I think it is just because, like, look, the shit with him is he could probably beat still a lot of those guys. Could probably beat a Resendiz. He probably could. He
Pacheco.
could Pacheco. He could probably beat a Shiraz. He probably could. It's just that what more do you want is the thing. You know what I mean? That your career is already pretty decorated as it is. What else is there left to do? You know, and you know you're not as hungry as you were. Come on, at
Uh,
this
I
at
think
this
at this
stage.
stage, he's gonna want to make maybe a comeback only because you did just lose to the smaller guy, and
So
that's
you
just not
oh,
that's not
oh,
a good way to end your career. I would
oh,
say.
okay,
yep.
then I'll tell you what. Then if it's in the interests of I don't want to retire off a loss, I want to retire off a win, or I want to retire a champion. I could get down with that. Look. I'm the most Mexican guy on the panel, and everybody knows that. Undefeated knows that.
Wow. Wow.
Yes,
Hmm.
and if you told me Canelo versus Resendiz, yes, I could go for that. That's an action fight. Absolutely, I could go for that. Canelo
Hmm.
Alvarez versus Armando Resendiz for the WBA title. Yeah, I could go for
Yeah.
that. That's a good fight. It's a good
Um.
fight.
Now the question that I have, because it was Eddie that said at Reynoso that
That
he
he
was
was
gonna
gonna
skip
skip
on
on
Cinco de
Cinco de
Mayo.
Mayo. Here we
It
go.
was
It was
Ignacio with
Ignacio
the
with the
fucked up
fucked
Here
up.
we
Here we
go.
number.
go.
God
God.
damn. Yeah. Does Canelo still go all the way to September, or does he stay active on Cinco de Mayo?
I mean, like on the heels of this news, I would actually prefer to see Canelo come back in May against Resendiz. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. You can handle that guy and become a champion again. You can handle that guy, and aesthetically, that's a good fight. Like that's an action fight. Resendiz is not here to box. That dude is here to fight. So and two, I would love for him to fuck over David because you know if Canelo does
Oh
his
my
fight
God. You hate David. Jesus
I would
Christ.
love for it. No, because you it's not just
This
the
guy.
David. Listen, it's not just the David thing. It's that they're telling you, Michael, that to watch David fight Zerto, it should cost you 75 fucking dollars.
Yeah, no. No, we're
It
not
didn't
paying for
cost
that
you, and
shit.
it didn't, and think about it that it didn't cost you $75 to watch Bivol fight that same Zerto. That was not a pay-per-view. That was a regular fight. So why the
Oh,
fuck? So what?
Zerto
So
and pay-per-view should never go together. Like
it shouldn't be in
never.
the
never,
same
Never.
sentence,
never.
you know? It shouldn't be in the
Oh
same
my God.
sentence.
I want to
So,
see. I want to see Canelo versus Rick American.
Yo, honestly, bro, Canelo could go undisputed again. He has time.
I mean,
And
he
he beat
could,
all
but
these guys.
there are fights that you have to consider that stylistically, Mobili is a guy that historically is right up his alley. Stylistically, it is.
Yeah.
Pero, pero Canelo, you know, he is getting older. That's a physical, like now, yeah, that's a physically taxing fight. That's a durable guy. He's not going to go away off the first hard punch that lands. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to work. You know, some of these victories, you're gonna have to show spirit. You're gonna have to work for some of them. You are, but you're right that could he? Yes, but you're gonna have to show spirit now. You can't be on cruise control with these guys because these guys want it. Mobili wants it. Sajo wants it. Resendiz wants it. You got to fight like you care, you know? And with
Um,
him, it's like he's been on autopilot with the Berlanga. You could have knocked out Berlanga, bro. You just were on autopilot. You could have knocked out Mungia, but you're on autopilot because it's like you don't really care anymore. And if
If
you
you
don't
watch
care, then you
that
shouldn't be
second
fighting.
half, if you watch that second half of the Crawford fight, his spirit did come out. He did try to win like late. He really did. It was just too late. But he honestly, bro, people shit on him, but I think Canelo had a really good performance that fight. Crawford just a better man.
I mean,
He didn't look like an old man to me.
what I don't like,
I
what I
agree.
don't like about it,
I had it closer, and for people that had it
I just
closer,
don't like how
it's a little
polarizing
bit.
it is. That
It's a little disappointing. I'm not going to
hey,
throw
hey,
my hands
Don,
up and
hey,
say
Don, I'm in the middle of a sentence here, Don. Okay, I'm in the middle of a thought.
I thought that was
Okay,
Ignacio.
you got
you
it.
hold
You got
that
it.
thought.
You got it. You
Um,
got it.
I just don't like that two good fighters can't fight, and one of them has to be a sack of shit. Like, bro, grow, just grow up, bro. Canelo lost to a great fighter. They're both great fighters. Why
They
Why
both
can't
are.
they both be great fighters? Why not? I just hate that shit. And as a Mexican national from Jalisco, I'm not gonna tolerate that shit. You know.
And
Shout
that's
out
why
to
I tell you
You're
shout
from
Canelo
out to Kevin
still
Veracruz.
a
Durant.
lot
Stop
of these
lying.
guys.
Shout out to I'm from Sonora y Hermosillo. Shout out to Kevin Durant. Canelo fangirls are already saying Bud retired, deduct the rematch. P.S. Can you tell False Talk to stop banning people in the chat? Oh shit!
Yeah, dead ass, bro. You
He's
gonna make the
abusing his
chat.
Yo,
power, man.
Wow.
He's
yo,
abusing his power.
false stuff.
You gonna lose
He-
viewership, Jules.
Shout out to
Shit
Donald.
crazy.
If it wasn't for this bullshit with the World Boxing Council, Crawford would have went for undisputed at 160. But the World Boxing Council would block it, so it was best. Well, not only that, but they were looking at Yanni Beck. Remember, Yanni Beck was the guy that was in the running for the Crawford fight. And who the fuck wants to see Crawford versus Adames or Crawford versus
Nobody.
Lara?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to
You
see
know
it.
that's
I don't
why I
want to see
think
none of that
Crawford
shit.
retired because they ruined the Yanni big fight, and then he wasn't gonna get the other one, so it's like fuck it.
Yeah, I mean
You
the
know,
Yanni Beck fight, and
I think
even
he was gonna
even
retire to a unified champion. That was his plan.
even the Yanni Beck fight, because I was thinking about it. Look, is it a good fight? Of course. If you tell me Crawford's fighting Yanni Beck, yes, I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to pay to watch it. But it's still a step backwards from Canelo. Like, Brody, you can't
No,
really,
you
you
can't
can't
top
top
Canelo,
what you
bro.
did.
But that's
Like,
why I
Put,
said it's a good retirement fight, a
yeah,
unified champion, a
yeah.
unified fight for retirement. Like that's a
If
dub.
put yourself in. Go ahead, bro.
no, no, go ahead, bro. You're more
Put
important than these guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, you are right. Definitely more important than Michael.
Of course.
Put yourself in Crawford's shoes, bro. You just made about what 50 million. How
Right.
much do you think? How much do you think you get out of fighting Adames, bro? Like
No,
three,
verdad.
5 mil. You got
No,
to go
verdad.
through that training camp. Like, yeah, you know what? All right, I'm gonna go fuck these white broads.
Not
Fuck.
only that, but Crawford is expensive. Like he is problematic when it
No,
comes to
yeah,
the
no,
money.
no, but also he made, just not even factoring in because I think that Crawford is very good with money. That means that I believe he has the money left over from his time at Top Rank because he made good money over there. Remember, the minimum purse was 3 mil, but like for the Khan fight, I heard he made somewhere in between 4 and 6 for the Khan
Don't
fight.
don't think
Yo,
for one second that he ain't learning from Warren Buffett in his friendship, man, about
Yeah,
investing and all.
exactly. I think he's good with money. So if you think about what he made at Top Rank, and you think about what he made in just his last 3 fights, because what he made in just his last 3 fights was a lot. That's the Spence money, which has got to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 20. Like I think he probably
Yeah,
walked away
20,
from the Spence fight with
20.
about 20, 25.
I think they got guaranteed 12, wasn't it? It was guaranteed
Right?
12.
And then you got the Madrimov fight. Turkey just threw a bag at you. God knows how big it was, but he threw a bag at you because he likes you.
don't
And
that
and
black one too.
right, the Black Prime. That was
That
Black
10
was
Prime.
million.
that was
That
10
was
million.
$10 million confirmed, by the way, because Frank don't
Damn.
got no reason to lie. Frank has no reason to lie. He said, "Yo, we got our money. We got our shit."
Bro,
They wouldn't
the
lie
I'd
direct
anymore,
deposit
be
dropped as
willing.
soon as he
I'd be
got to the
willing
ropes
to.
to fight Evan Nation.
I'd be
right?
willing to bet that Crawford has stock in Berkshire Hathaway, man. No joke.
California said Vada's main guy dies and Crawford leaves. Hey, buddy, Canelo's the one who tested positive for clenbuterol. Grow the fuck up.
Womp womp womp.
I mean, seriously, like, what's wrong? I'm a Canelo fan. I support Canelo, but I don't deny that he's a dirty fighter. So miss
What's
me
with
with all the
everybody in this Vada shit, bro?
I
Shit's
don't
annoying.
sore
They
losers,
don't even
bro.
know what
Just
they're
sore
talking
losers.
about.
No, they're just sore
Nah,
losers, honestly.
they
Because if you're telling me that you think Crawford is dirty, okay, fine. Crawford is dirty, but
Who's that?
Canelo is indefinitely dirty, indefinitely. So what are we doing? Crawford is dirty. Canelo is dirty. Canelo still lost. Grow the fuck up.
Cry me a river.
Cry me
Hey,
fucking river.
the
Also, how
AI
many
judge
guys on
gave it to
Vada
him.
pop, bro? How many guys on Vada?
Decent.
Devin uses
Oh,
Vada,
not
and
actually
you know
that
he
much.
gets
I think
24 hour testing.
It's fucking
Yeah,
hard
what
whenever you had
is
him.
there an actual percentage
no clue.
I
that
mean,
shows?
no, because if you honestly look, if you had to gauge the percentage of boxers that test positive for a banned substance against all the active boxers, remember, you're talking about 27,000 boxers, country. So the percentage is going to be relatively low. It's not a question of what percentage of active boxers are doping. It's a question of what percentage of boxers on television are doping, because
Yeah,
those are the ones who can afford to. Those are the ones who can afford the synthetic sexy shit that, does all the bullshit.
but
Yeah,
on top of
All
yeah.
that,
bells
like
and whistles.
But
people
when you
forget
got
like
Go ahead, Ray.
fighters. People forget like a lot of times, especially like on the lower scale, fighters just don't really get tested that much at all. Like period.
That's true.
Like
That's
I
true.
remember
Because they
even for
can't
like the
afford it.
UFC, Whitaker was straight up just like, yo, like until I made it to the top 20, I might have got tested like every once in a while. And
Yeah.
actually UFC that were doing it when it was serious.
No, and it's because those smaller shows, simply put, can't afford the testing. You
Bro,
think they got
shit's
$2,000,
expensive.
$3,000 or whatever it is to kick out so somebody could smell somebody's piss and drink it? No, they don't. They don't got the
Yeah.
money to be doing that.
Apparently, it's
It- it-
$20,000 per fighter.
Oh,
yeah, it's
20. There
20.
you go.
Damn.
20,000.
Yeah.
20,000.
Yeah, no
And
one's putting that.
let me ask this question. Like, isn't WBC's like sponsored clean boxing program is just a trial offer of VADA testing?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. You got to get
Like
the whole 365 thing to really be legit.
Because they talk about the clean boxing program, but Sebastian Fundora already let the cat out of the bag that he's been in the program and he has not been tested yet.
Whoops.
That's what he said. Been in
well,
the program, fought in the eliminators, has not been tested yet.
VB Crooks.
the bad thing is that you got the main guy, the head guy Victor, coming out saying that he knows how to beat the test, bro. That's what's bad.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
thing is but the thing is that Victor's not the founder of VADA or the main guy of VADA. Like that's
Didn't
that's
he
the
just
first.
die?
Yeah,
No,
but
yeah,
he's
he-
dead, so it don't matter anyway.
No. It's not that he passed away. It's that I feel like people deliberately misconstrue the relationship that he had with them. What he was to VADA was a consult. Because if anybody knows how to get around the testing, it's Victor Conti. If anybody knows how, but he didn't
Yeah.
make VADA. VADA's not his baby. Like VADA's not
Snack
his.
is his baby,
It's
but not
Valco, but
Vada.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. People still think that Victor Conte was like a chemist, like he made those drugs. No, he didn't. What he did is basically study like medical journals and whatever steroid that was not in the market. He basically studied it and went to conferences, talking about it.
Yeah, but to a degree, he was a chemist, though. I mean, to a degree, he was peddling peds to athletes. He was.
Yeah, that's what he had to learn in order to guide the fighters in how to use it. But he wasn't
Yeah.
like a manufacturer.
So who
But this
who was the bigger chemist, him or Memo?
him by a wide margin.
Probably, yeah. Wasn't
You
Memo
could-
working for him?
something like that? But I mean, like you could look
look,
at those two guys and see who's reading medical journals and who isn't, bro.
yeah.
I heard
mean, who's the
Memo
one
was.
who-
I heard Memo's in the bathroom with guys using dirty syringes, and that's not cap either. That's what I was told.
Damn.
Meanwhile, the other guy
HIV?
Meanwhile, the other guy extended, Barry Bonds' career as a baseball player.
Not HIV, but who's this kid? Radio.
Hepatitis?
Shut the fuck up, man. Radio
Fuck you, fucking
had to
asshole.
be Radio had to be hospitalized because this is inside intel. Radio had to be hospitalized because he got an infection off of what he was doing with Memo at his time at whose gym was that? Was that
Benavidez.
Jose Benavidez's gym?
That sounds about right.
Yo,
Yeah,
and
sounds about right.
But that is how you get HIV, though. Like,
Oh no, it is. I mean,
yeah, like
He,
that's like a
Maybe he
different-
might have gotten Hep
Can
C
you
or
use a
some
different
shit.
needle? Like, what
That's
the
what
fuck?
I was saying until Julie. Oh, shut the fuck
How
up.
expensive
you
is
gotta
it?
shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up.
You hurt his
The fuck?
feelings.
You know
You
what?
know?
That's so. Go ahead.
So what? Everybody's just gonna get
happened?
fucking
Like,
quiet
what's
now. Are we
No,
gonna
trying
wait?
no, I was
contribute
just
to
gonna
the
say.
conversation, man.
I just want to say, like, yo, that's the one thing like Crawford has over Canelo. Like, yeah, Canelo has more big names, but at least Crawford fought a Benavides.
Oh
Ooh,
Are you
yeah, I
serious?
mean, yeah.
Are you serious?
But is that really much of a flex though? It's fucking Jose.
Well, the thing is that look, you
I
can't,
know I'm fucking
you know,
with
you can't lose to Crawford, and it's inconsequential. You know, Canelo, you had a lot of the advantages in that fight, but I just refuse to make it this polarizing issue where Canelo ain't shit because he lost to Crawford. Like, get
No,
the fuck out of here. They're
Jules,
both great
I'll tell you
fighters.
why though. You know why? You know why it's viewed that way? It's because pre-fight, and I said this, I was like, yo, even though I picked Canelo, the way some people were talking, it was like, yo, Canelo's gonna go in there, he's gonna punch Crawford like 4 times, and Crawford's gonna turn to sand. And when that
Yeah.
doesn't happen, that looks really fucking bad.
No,
That's
no, no,
like
and I,
even though
I
it's
get
not
it.
the same thing, no joke, it's almost as bad as Rolly beating Ryan.
I don't think there's a lot of things worse than Rolly beating Ryan. I mean,
Nah,
I don't
yeah.
think
It's
there's a lot of
almost
things
as
worse.
bad. I
Yeah,
said almost.
really.
I said almost. I stopped myself
That's
on the way.
pretty humiliating.
Yeah, that is. That is. I
You
mean,
got outboxed by.
how do you
fucking-
go home and have sex after Rolly beat you?
It
How
actually
do
would have
you
been better if Rolly landed like a lucky punch and knocked you out, whatever.
Yeah,
But nah, you let
yeah.
him
did y'all
Decision on
outbox you
see?
for
decision.
12
Did y'all
rounds.
see Chrissy and Rock out muscling him?
Who?
Really?
No.
Chris,
Oh, that's
Chrissy and Ro-
Blueface's girl. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I
know
didn't see
that
that
Blueface.
shit.
girl,
Nah.
bro.
Bro,
That's a
she looks like a
girl.
walking STD, bro.
Nah, I really want to be honest with you guys when it comes to
That's
Chrissy
a
and
rough
Rock.
bitch.
No, stop, stop.
No,
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 I don't
no,
even
listen,
no,
want to
listen,
no.
see
don't
it.
Can
do
I don't
it,
want to
please
don't
hear
come
it.
do
on?
it,
I
Let
don't
me.
want
don't
to
do
hear
it,
it.
I
Jules.
really
Don't
want
get
to
Don't,
be
full on the
honest
Q
about
face.
this, and I
don't
know
do
Well,
it.
you
that
could
you
lie.
guys don't
You could
feel
lie
the
now.
same way that I. I don't want to
You're
lie. I
right.
want to tell the truth because I'm an upright person. And
No, you're not. Not with this
yes,
opinion.
Nah, I actually
listen.
I did as
That's
hate
a
an
good one.
evil bitch, bro.
If you
Look,
She
say
look.
dead
what you're
I
ass.
about
know.
to say, you're a fucking dirty, rotten scoundrel, Jules.
Bro, she was
I
out here
know.
getting
Look, I
drunk while she was
know.
pregnant,
Look, I
bro. She's an
know that
evil
she's
bitch,
not the
bro.
cleanest. I know that she's not the smartest. I know that there's a lot of drawbacks there, but I would. I
Oh,
absolutely
You
would.
know, I
That's
think
not
I
right.
should
I mean,
make a
Stank.
You,
petition
You
you,
like
know
to
it
sir,
stank,
have
protest
no
Jules.
some movies
stature.
from the internet.
Jules, you know it stank.
You
You know it
sick
stank.
bastard.
You gonna pull that panty down, you gonna get hit with
fuck.
a uppercut, bro.
Yo, that pussy, that shit's radioactive.
I
Bro.
bet you know
I
what? I
seen
bet
them.
Jules a
Look, I
Rolly
seen
fan
them.
on the
Good.
low,
No,
bro.
no, no.
Only a
His
Because I
Rolly
nose
seen
fan
hair
would
them.
is
fight
gonna
I
be
that.
on
seen them big
fire.
old legs. I seen them big old legs moving and grooving. And I was like, oh shit, oh shit. You know, and she bird out
You know
like
the
she.
vagina has an
Herb,
outline
Herb,
already.
oh,
Herb,
the
Herb agrees
crabs.
with me. Herb
She got
agrees with
good
me.
body.
Herb would do it. Herb would
She
do
got
it.
good body.
Right?
You know there's an
We don't
outline
got a
around
lot of
it, bro.
nobody, Herb. That's just not who we
I
are,
know
Listen,
right?
where that.
there'll
I
be
know
a
that.
brown
That's not who the
outline
Brady,
fuck
when you pull
we
down the
are.
good
panties.
body.
The fuck I look like lying about some shit like that.
That's crazy
And
because I say Clarissa and I get called all
Now
kinds of
nah,
stuff.
Clarissa's okay.
that's fucking nasty,
Hey
bro. Chill.
yo,
I'll
I ain't
take
doing
that
that.
over.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
How was that?
You
what
got
about
it, homie.
Cyborg? What about Cyborg?
Yo,
Wait, I
dog.
still
Like
gotta hear Herb confirm this shit.
you gotta stop bringing up Leo's bitch, bro.
Cyborg's a tranny.
You gotta stop bringing up Leo's bitch. Okay? Leo gets fucking mad as a motherfucker when you bring up Skyborg. So stop bringing up
Oh,
Skyborg, bro.
Yo, Jules,
Yeah.
you see the new Sydney Sweeney movie coming out?
Which one?
Is
Which
she
one?
like a housemaid or something like that?
I saw that. I saw it in the trailer.
She
Is
get
she
Yeah,
eaten
it's like
out?
yeah. That's I don't think it's out yet, but it looks pretty good. She looked good in that movie.
I'm about to jerk off to that shit. Fuck that shit.
Jesus.
I'm just
Bro, you know Tim Zoo's fighting
Yeah, that
tomorrow? I
always
didn't even
boils
see
down
No,
to
that
Wait,
shit.
who is he
I
fighting?
know, but we can't watch it because there's no
It's in
U.S.
the AM.
broadcast partner.
Oh
There's no U.S.
yeah.
broadcast partner.
Man, when has
but
that ever stopped
there
you,
is a legal
Julius?
streaming partner.
No, I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I mean, you could do that, but it's just imagine getting up at 7 in the morning, 7 or 8 in the morning, to go on fucking Pirate Bay or Crack Streams for a Tim Zoo fight. Yo, that's a lot,
Bro.
home. Like, yeah, this is a
Wait,
lot.
Yeah,
did you guys
for
already
That's
read
a
Anthony
the
life.
exclusive?
That's a
Velasquez,
life of
fuck
a
out of
boxing
here.
degenerate.
Yo, can
Wait,
Nonito beat that dude tomorrow? I haven't done too much research on him.
I'll be honest. My
I really
heart is
don't
with
care.
Nonito. My heart is with Nonito, but I don't think he's
It's
gonna win
over.
that fight. I don't
He
think
should
he's gonna win that
retire.
fight. Who's the guy? Who's the
yeah,
guy?
I lost.
Sutsumi, right? It's Seiya
Suzumi.
Sutsumi. Yeah,
Suzumi.
I don't think so.
He only has 8 KOs out of 12 fights.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's a
but it's
young.
like that's
But
a decent amount.
he's a young, fresh guy, man.
Oh,
He's a
he has
young.
3
I've
losses
seen him.
already.
I've seen him. Sutsumi? No,
Yeah, apparently.
Nah.
you know what's
He's
crazy?
nah.
You know
he's
what's
3 and
crazy?
12.
Bro, there's
Wait,
a
3 and
list
He's
of
12-3. My bad. 12-3.
Yo, do say he 12-3.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead,
yo,
undefeated.
there's literally a list of fighters that need to retire. First, Manny Pacquiao, you need to get the fuck out
Yes.
of here.
Is he
Yes.
still?
Man.
Is he still here?
Yeah, bro, Rolly's trying to get that, bro. Rolly.
Oh yeah.
About
Hey,
Manny
I
need to get
Manny.
the
respect the
Manny real
badges.
more than Bud. Manny need to get the fuck on. Like, what are
Oh
you
yeah.
even doing, Manny?
Oh, he's
You
12
just
and 3
He's broke, bro.
draws.
He's
He
broke.
has
Come
3
on,
draws. My bad.
like let's be real.
Yeah, Manny's broke. He needs the money.
Yeah,
so fucking go do an OnlyFans with Jinky. What the fuck?
ew.
What do you mean, ew?
The fuck
Hey,
Yo,
man,
is
you want
it?
to
he
check my
doesn't.
OnlyFans?
Yo,
Fucking with
dog, he
Chinky.
doesn't OnlyFans with Jinky. The whole fucking Philippines is gonna be fapping that
Can
day,
you
bro.
not just do
I'm ready
brand
to
deals
fucking
or something?
pussy.
I mean, you could, but brand deals ain't what they used to be. You know, they're hard to get. But you could always do OnlyFans. Look, if the people in the Philippines found out that Manny's doing a live OnlyFans, a shagathon, you think they're not gonna watch that shit, bro? They're gonna watch that shit,
I
bro.
feel like you might as well get knocked out again if that's what we got right now, bro. That tarnishes the legacy even more.
Jeez.
Saying, bro, it's not like it's some gross shit. That's his wife of many, many years. You know, so they're just getting money. They got to get
If
money. You know.
in the far universe, if Rolly gets to knock out Pacquiao, bro, would that even matter? Like, does he get credit?
No,
Like,
it would
Oh
be like
no,
when
no, not
Kevin.
at all.
No, no, it would be like when Kevin McBride knocked out Tyson. Nobody qualifies that shit, bro.
No,
Word,
that was
word.
Danny Williams, Jules.
Danny Williams, my fault. But didn't he fight a guy named McBride?
Yeah, he beat
Yeah,
that
that was the
bum,
last
Peter
fight.
McBride.
or when
Well, that
what's his name?
was
That's
Sam
Peter
McNeely.
Ali.
McNeely.
No, McNeely didn't
It
do
was
nothing.
Kevin McBride that he fought.
Kevin
I think.
McBride, yeah, Kevin McBride. Did he? But yeah, it's like the Danny Williams fight for Tyson. Nobody qualifies that shit, bro. Nobody believes that shit. So there's no value in fighting Manny to me. I mean, like in general, there's no value in it because Manny doesn't draw what he used to draw, and that's the main thing. That, bro, it's not like Manny out here doing 500,000 on pay-per-view, bro. He's not even selling
Nah.
like that.
Nah.
He ain't selling like that. When he fought
Is he
I'm-
gonna
Ugas,
make
who
his
the fuck
money
bought it?
walking a walker or what, man?
I don't know, man. Like you need to get the fuck. Manny need to get the fuck on, as far as I'm concerned. So that's a good shout. Manny needs to retire. Usyk needs to retire.
Yeah.
Thurman
Oh yeah.
Thurman
Usyk gotta
definitely.
go.
Thurman.
Last
No,
one.
I disagree with that one.
Man, hell no.
No, because you know what it feels like, bro? It feels like Tank, except slightly better. But it's like, bro, you can't leave your career and it's like, I only lost to Manny
Oh my
Pacquiao.
god. Tank needs to
Yo,
retire.
he doesn't have
He
much
doesn't.
more of a hairline to give to this sport, bro.
Ooh.
I know, right?
You're asking for way
But
too much
but
of
you
this
know
guy,
what? No,
bro.
what I'm asking for, because I think the sport has CTE to give to him, bro.
I want that for him, but I just don't think we're gonna get it. I want that for him, but I don't think we're gonna get it. Now I see Mama Sko. Mama Sko is asking, yo, I had
10
a
mil,
blood
huh?
I had a blood pressure spike watching that fucking video. I did, because I'm like, this is literally what's wrong with American box. Like 10 million, bro. 10 million for this.
For who? For who?
Are you serious? He wants 10 million to fight Abdullah Mason.
Yeah.
Schofield.
You know, we really need to
Turkey would
get
give him that.
we need to get rid
No,
of
he
these
wouldn't.
boxer dads, man.
No, we don't know. It's
I'm not telling you
one.
it's
I don't.
right. I'm
No,
not
no, no.
telling you it's
Listen,
right.
I'm not
but Turkey
telling.
would give it
No,
to
I'm saying that I don't think Turkey would give him that because the initial offer that was made for that fight was 2.5. You turned that down. You turned that down to go fight Tevin Farmer, who was coming off of 3 losses. Now you turn around and ask for 5 times the money.
And
Just
how
over.
do they propose to even generate that? I mean, for real.
Apparently, wait, country. You asked a great question. Now, Jules, how much did Senior say that fight would generate?
$100 million.
There we go. That's how country.
Yeah, and I heard that shit. I was about to throw my phone across the room until I realized it's my phone. Like, this is what's wrong with American. But this clown shit is what's wrong with America. Like, really, dog? $100 million. Your son that just fought Tevin Farmer. $100 million.
You know why
Um,
though? Like their sparring footage is on YouTube, bro. Like it
no, the
wasn't
shit
even
is
close at
No,
all.
no,
it's
the
not.
shit is that I just
Yes, it is.
no, it is. I saw it. I
Like the
It
saw it.
whole
wasn't
thing.
close at all. It wasn't
I
close.
mean, Abdullah was serving him. Like, I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck Mama Sco think was going on, but Abdullah was serving him. Like, and that was a minute ago. If it's
They
now, I
posted
would
that a
pick
couple months
Abdullah.
ago.
I would pick Abdullah to knock him out. But it's just that I'm tired of the cowardice disguised as business. That yo, dog, the real is real. Y'all don't want to fight nobody. Y'all didn't want to fight Ashton Silva. Y'all didn't want to fight Shakur. Now y'all want to fight Abdullah Mason. You're just hanging around, wasting everybody's time and wasting the zone's money because you want the zone to keep kicking out cash to your promoter so they could get you another layup and another layup and another layup. Well, who is he gonna
But
fight? JoJo fucking Diaz till they called it
I
off.
just, I'm just so confused. Like, I don't understand what was supposed to happen. Like, I'm listening to what he said in that video, and it just doesn't make a lick of sense. Let's go past the 100 million, right? He says, "My son needs a title, so they need to pay us 10 million." And I'm like, wait, your son wants you. So what you admitted is you put value on their belt, but you need the 10.
Bruh.
Is this not? How does it?
He's not
That's as
serious.
believable
It's
as the
very
story that fucking Mama Skull was in jail. Fuck out of here.
The shit is it's not that he's serious or not serious,
He
Michael.
got to be
It's
getting high.
no, he's getting high. It's that you're allowed
You know,
to waste the zone's money. You're allowed to waste the boxing community's time because that's what you're doing with these fucking interviews. You're just wasting time. That's all you're good for is you're talking shit, drinking chamomile tea, and wasting fucking time. Because
And
you're
having
not
a
fighting. You're in
and
a deep
having a
division. When Andy Cruz beats Muratalla, and he decides to come after you, you're not gonna fight him. You're not gonna fight Abdullah Mason. We already know you're not gonna fight Shakur. So what are we doing? What are we doing? What are you gonna do?
And Jules, it's the thing that kills me too. I want to maybe a couple months ago. I don't think it was that long ago, but you had them on another interview, of course, and they had the nerve to say, "Oh, Shakur and Abdullah Mason, they're two guys that are going to be stared away from us." And I was like, "Really? Like you think that people don't have the internet or something? Like what?" I've never seen someone just so boldly just say a lie
I
like
mean,
that.
it's so cognitive. It's like cognitive. I don't know if this is like a master plan of Mama Sco to just make everybody angry by saying the dumbest fucking things possible. Because it's like the shit that dude says is like, yeah, it's really off the wall, like really off the wall. Well, are you
no,
doing
Jules,
that on purpose?
he's got deep rooted issues. You can tell. That
And
dude's got some
and
And
the
he
deep
thing
had
is too, his son has talked about, "Oh, I feel like I'm getting attacked online a lot. That shit's stressing me out, all this shit." I'm like, man, no fucking shit. No
no
fuck. What the
fucking.
fuck you want people to do?
What do you expect? You stuff 3 iPhone chargers in your mouth. Pretend to be asleep on a hospital bed. What do you what reaction we supposed to have? So you was dying on Saturday and Sunday, but you was back in the gym on Monday, and the only reason we know is because your talkative ass daddy. That's the only reason we know. The same way, the only reason we know y'all turned down 2.5 for Abdullah is because of your talkative ass daddy. That's the only
His daddy.
like hey, shut the fuck up. Somebody need to fucking take Mama Sco phone. Like you ain't doing nothing but getting your son in a lot of shit.
It don't
Because
matter,
a lot of the heat that he don't even gotta get that if you just shut the fuck up. You don't even gotta get that. But
No, he would
His
still be
daddy-
getting it because
his
of the
daddy
fights
did
that
the
he actually
focus
gets in.
mind meld on him with the big Klingon forehead, man.
No, because
Who
if
asked
he
you to
was
fight Tevin Farmer?
no. See, this is the thing. If he were just developing as a fighter without the hyperbole, without talking about Shakur, without talking about Abdullah, if he were just developing, you just take it for what it is. That no, this is a developing fighter. He's fighting former champions. Okay, you know. But it's because you constantly bring up Shakur. I'm gonna get you a chopped cheese, my son, Shakur, right?
Yo.
You talking shit about Abdullah. Abdullah don't even say nothing to know. I love that kid. He don't even say shit. He go in, he do the work, he go out. That's it. He don't talk. Abdullah. I love the fucking kid. But Mama Sko, and the worst shit is Floyd don't talk that much. Floyd himself, he don't say nothing. He be in the back doing Roblox and shit. Rubik's Cube. He doing puzzles and shit in the background. It's
Let
Mama
his dad
Sko.
say
It's
everything.
Mama Sko saying everything. Shakur, you a buster. You a
It was
oh,
Shakur.
okay.
Shakur, he set us up.
Right, he said they ripped up their passport. He said they planted
Bro.
drugs in the car.
No.
They
They
Let's
slashed
said
his
they
stop.
got
Stop. Stop.
tires.
raided.
He
The
didn't say that.
FBI
He
raided
didn't
the
say this. I want this
house.
to be
Traffic even
known,
told the
so it
cop
sounds as
the engine
ridiculous
is
as it
cold.
is.
He couldn't have drove this car.
They, that was ridiculous too, country. Because the quiet is kept, bro. The cops are just arresting you regardless. I don't know what that exorcist doing.
No, and wasn't this supposed to have all happened in a foreign country? Wasn't it?
No. Some of this happened in Texas. Some of this happened in Texas, where they're from, and then the rest of it, where he got poisoned. Jay Prince's influence apparently flew across the pond, and they poisoned him over there.
Because what the
Because
fuck
You
did
that's
know
the
Jay
he's
only
got
Prince
person you
do
can
fucking
in
shout
Anna.
out.
You know he's got fucking Anna de Armas doing cartwheels across the fucking dining room to slip him a Mickey because he's so dangerous for Shakur.
I will let
Did
You
Enemy
know?
you
Army
guys
drug me. I'm not
did you
gonna
guys
lie.
ever hear that audio of him yelling at his ex-woman?
Did you see the
Mm.
video of him slapping the shit out of her?
He's
I
fucking
seen that shit.
that. No,
You know what? You
that
know it always
motherfucker's
be the
dangerous
DL with
towards
guys,
women,
bro.
bro. For
No, the
real.
shit is no. It shocked me. It shocked because this guy likes pussy. No fucking way. This guy likes pussy. No fucking
No,
way.
it be the DL
No,
dudes that be putting their hands on women like that,
My
bro.
dude, I
Dude,
think
that
I
guy,
would sooner believe that they were fighting over the curling iron. Is what I would
he's
sooner
dangerous
believe.
towards women, bro.
He was
For
like,
real.
"You're supposed
That
to be
guy's dangerous.
they're probably fighting over a butt plug. Okay.
Probably, you know, and and I'm just so I just it's one after the other is my thing that you get a lot of time wasters in the American boxing scene, and that's what the Schofields are. You bailed on Ashton Silva, supposed to be a fight on an MVP show. You bailed on Shakur Stevenson, that was supposed to be a Riyadh season show. Riyadh season circles back. They wanted you to fight Abdullah. Apparently, you don't want to do that either. So, what does the next year look like for the Schofields? What are
Well,
you gonna do? You
fight
know,
tomato can. That's it.
pretty
Fight
much,
tomato can.
pretty much. Hunts
So
tomatoes.
wait, I have a thing though. I'm wondering because I remember you
was
used
that
to
the
say
first
like,
Riyadh
oh,
season?"
That wasn't going to be the first one, but it was going to be one of the first ones. Turkey wanted him to fight Shakur. It was one of the first shows, like the second or third show he wanted to fight Shakur. Didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it. And what? Because Shakur's going to knock you out? You know,
Oh, that was on the
not because they're not trying
last
to lose.
crescendo card.
yeah, that was the last crescendo. That was for that.
That was one of the first ring cards.
They don't want to do anything. Is my thing that. I think it's going over a lot of people's heads, the level of cowardice in the American boxing scene. That money is not the issue. That is established. There is astronomical money out there that you fighters don't otherwise make, and even that is not enough to get you to accept some of these fights. Javante Davis was the most glaring example that you couldn't pay that asshole enough to go to Saudi to box Devin. But Floyd is a lesser example. They're like, yo, dog, like, so what do you want to do, Floyd Schofield? What do you guys want to do? Because we can see who you don't want to fight. So what do you want to do? What, a year of Tevin Farmers? A year? What, 2? How many more are you going to need before you're ready to be in a real fight? And you're just wasting time. You know, literally, you're just wasting time. You know? Whereas my guy Abdullah, he went in there with Sam Noakes. He did what he had to do. He's unbeaten. I'm unbeaten. Let's fucking rumble. You know? Can we get that? Can we get Floyd Schofield versus Sam Noakes? Nah, probably not.
Nah.
Probably
Sam
not.
Noakes, I think Sam Noakes beats him, man.
Can we get Floyd Schofield versus William Zepeda? All Golden Boy fight. Shouldn't be a problem. Although he's a Golden Boy. He's a Golden Boy, right?
You know, I've been thinking the way cuz it's been in the works, bro. The way Oscar's been talking shit about everything. I
Yep.
know he's about to leave the zone, right? I think he's going to end
Mm.
up wherever Bob is at.
Yeah, but I think that's presumptuous to assume that one broadcaster is going to take on two promotional outfits because remember, if Bob goes to Peacock or Bob goes, wherever he goes, right? That's a budget right there. Yeah, this is the top rank budget we kicking out to them. You take on another promoter, well, that's another budget. It's hard to imagine a broadcaster making a commitment to two promoters, But I do see what you mean that, yeah, Oscar's been distancing himself from everything and everyone. He already had a beef with fucking Eddie for no fucking reason. Like, you just got a beef with Eddie, whatever, you fucking cokehead. But he's been talking shit about Bob. He's been talking shit about Top Rank. He has. He's been talking shit about turkey shows. Dry, but he's been talking shit. It's
Oh,
like, okay.
Dana?
He never like him and Dana never got along.
Yeah,
Is the
they've
thing
hated
with them.
each
They,
other.
they they never got along. So him talking shit about Dana is just another day at the office. But what I'm saying is the nerve of you to stand on your soapbox and talk about what everybody's doing wrong, bitch. What the fuck are you doing right? What are you doing right? Ryan wants to leave. As soon as he can, he will. And then what are you going to have? Virgil and his unibrow and his inability to speak Spanish? Well, what are you going to have?
There's one
Floyd
thing he is
Schofield?
doing right.
Does he have
There's
a
one thing
unibrow?
he is doing right.
I mean,
Corruption. He's doing
kind of
that
looks
right.
like he has a unibrow. His eyes are kind of close together, to be honest,
He
His
got a
eyes.
little, he got a little
What?
rock band that plays in the garage.
Yeah,
That's
they
his
do.
Oscar, hey,
You know, like
Jules,
Joe.
Oscar knows. Oh, go ahead,
Hey,
man.
shut the fuck up, man. Shit.
Nah, man, you know what? You shut the fuck up, damn it. I've been shutting the fuck up half the live, man. Fuck.
Virgil puts on a cat suit. It's like Josie and the Pussycats. Puts on a cat suit. Plays electric
And
guitar
that
in the
fight is
garage.
also not made. I don't think that we're getting that shit either.
No, we're not getting that shit, bro. We're not getting that. We're not getting Zerto versus Opataya. Olvídate. We're not getting none of that shit. Shout out to Clavo. Jules Shakur. He just likes saying Shakur's name, bro. You don't see he mentions that motherfucker 5, 6, 7 times. Motherfucker won't be saying nothing about Shakur. Mama Sko bring him
I
up.
just don't
I
want to
love
continue.
Coach.
Just like
I love
develop
Coach
in
Malachi's
silence.
imitation. I love Coach Malachi's imitation of him. He's spot on.
Then suck his dick.
Country man, sometimes you gotta learn when to shut the fuck up.
Hey, country. Hey, if you want to beat up Jules, I got your back,
Fuck
bro.
on y'all, man.
Yo, like, I think one of the main reasons I'm cheering for TKO, bro, is for Rick fucking American, bro. I'm
Yes,
tired
I
of that
agree.
motherfucker. Bro.
I need that dude to get hit by a truck.
Yeah.
But Rick Merrigan, when you see
so dead ass.
Rick Merrigan, when you see the Schofields, right? It's exactly what Undefeated is saying. This is why you would root for TKO, because in TKO, you don't get to waste everybody's time. If Dana does this the way that he's been doing the UFC, where there's a structure and there's a format, and yo, dog, you got to get with the program or sit on the bench, right?
Yeah.
Boxing needs that because boxing is too irregular. Why should we have to wait so long for the Schofields to fight somebody? Why? Boots and Virgil are literally on the same platform. Why should we have to wait a year and a day for them to fight? Why? They're literally on the same
That shit should have been
platform.
announced already.
Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker to come out and say about that the zone executive that he's like, why you putting pressure on us? Like, you dumb motherfucker,
Ooh,
bro.
Virgil came out and said that?
Nah,
No,
his
Rick.
name is
Rick
Rick
Merrigan is
Merrigan.
fucking manager.
bro,
I didn't read all that
Just
shit.
about
That
Rick.
shit was way too long. That
No,
was
you
too
know, I
motivational.
read through the bullshit, and it's just crybaby pussy shit. You guys think that the zone is supposed to kick out all this money for y'all, but they don't get any say so in what goes on, right? They're just supposed to give you whatever you want, and this is a business. My ass. Look, Virgil, don't fight. All next year, don't fight. See who cares. See who fucking cares, bro. Watch how fast they forget about you. Don't fight, Boots. It's okay. I could go for Boots versus Murtazaliev. I don't care. I could go for Boots versus Fundora if he could get him. There's other fights out there for Boots besides you. And if you the ace side, like you say, which really irritated the fuck out of me, then why the fuck are you waiting for Matchroom to pony up the money? Ain't you the ace side? That's what they said. You the ace side. So you put up the fucking money then. You the ace side, right?
Don't Oscar got the money.
Hey, Jules, I got a question for you, man. How long do you think it takes Dana and his UBO to become just consistent?
Not long, country, because they already have, but they haven't done any shows yet, obviously, but they already know how they're going to do it. They said one show a month minimum. One show a month minimum. So they already know what kind of time they're going to be on, I think they already know who they've signed. Like I said, I don't want them to fail. But if what you got is Milnicki and Adams and I don't know, homie. We'll
Bro,
see.
this is just the beginning, bro. You don't, oh, speaking of, Cardenas is fighting this week, right?
Yeah, he's fighting on Friday or Saturday, right?
Thursday.
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 Valid.
Pro box, man.
On Pro Box?
Yeah, Pro Box. Yeah.
So
He's got a
imagine
fight coming up.
imagine does what's his name? Gary, the owner of Pro Box.
Gary Jonas.
Do you think he has that kind of money, that Zuffa money, to keep him over there, or would he
I'll
go?
be no. I mean, I really think that Gary Jonas's operation is funded by somebody else because I can't explain what the revenue stream is. I literally don't know what it is. You're not going to tell me that you're getting this from Google AdSense money, bro. Okay, like there's something else going on there. That's what I think.
You can
we discovered it. It's bricks floating in the Florida coast.
Bro, you could tell by the fucking ring card girls they got. They are amazing.
No, and it's the consistency that sort of gives it away. You have several fighters all fighting on a show, right? None of them are complaining about money. They seem to get paid on time. You have known commentators and Chris Algieri, Paulie Malignaggi. Could be working for somebody else. They're working for you, so they're getting paid, right? You do this regularly. You know that they have their own show, their own shoulder programming, for lack of a better word, where they talk about boxing. They're not just doing boxing matches. They have shoulder programming where they talk about boxing. And I'm like, how the fuck are you paying for all of this? Because you're not with a network that's kicking out money to you for you to do this. So how are you doing this? And to me, Danny K, baby. Danny K. That's the only answer I could come up with. Like, yeah, you launder that money for Danny, and Danny helps you, keeps the lights on. That's what it gotta be. It gotta be.
Mysterious wire transfers from Dubai, Jules.
I think whoever's paying Gary Jonas to stay shows, it also paid that what is that promotional company that Super Amateur is part of? Fresh Direct Promotions. Sounds like a fucking supermarket.
Fresh Direct.
Exactly. They beat Matchroom to a purse bid.
How does Fresh Direct beat Matchroom for $1.9 million? I still, for the life of me, don't understand that. What if you $1.9 million to do this show? Nah, come on, bro.
That's a drop in the bucket for Matchroom, man. I mean,
no, that's a drop in the bucket for Danny fucking K. Is who that's a drop in the bucket for, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they're laundering some serious money over there. Like that's the only explanation.
I think people forget, like, when they talk about like certain fighters going to TKO. Even though I'm not saying all of them would have a problem with this, I think people forget, some of the weight classes just straight up don't exist over there. So if you're Cardenas, like, what weight class are you fighting at now?
For real, right? I mean, what? Yeah.
Like, you're a 122 pounder.
Well, you think he's like 126 or he's at Cardenas weight 127.7?
Nah, he's probably like, I'd probably say at like most he's probably 123, maybe 124. But I don't think he's 126 pounder. I don't think he can go up there and fight those guys.
No, he can't. He can't. He definitely can. I saw the face off between Nick Ball and Brandon Figueroa. That was interesting. David and Goliath, bro. David and Goliath.
Yeah.
You know.
Brandon Figueroa is such a fucktard. Like, it's just,
damn.
That fight's gonna be completely one-sided. In my opinion.
Because he's fucking garbage, man. Like, he really is.
He sucks, dude.
He's gonna take
He's,
the.
Sucks.
he's got that wispy fucking mustache. He looks like a retarded Orlando Bloom.
No, he looks like
Pirates of the
he looks
Caribbean.
like V. He looks like V for Vendetta. That's what he fucking looks
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, he looks like Guy
is Ball
Fawkes.
is Ball gonna fight someone solid like eventually?
I
Like,
mean,
am
look.
I gonna see
I
that
mean,
soon?
look. I'm not making excuses for Nick. By the way,
Mm,
I'm not making excuses for him. But Figueroa's not a bad shout. For a
really?
fight. Look, I
You
want him to
feel that?
unify. Just to me, he should be unifying straight up. You should be fighting Angelo Leo right now. That dude is not doing
Yeah.
nothing, bro. He's growing his mustache right now. That's what he's doing. So that's who he should be fighting.
Yeah. And Shushu
But I'm not
Carrington is
mad.
going here too.
But I'm not mad at the Figueroa fight. I'm not like they're both gonna throw a lot of punches. Brandon is mildly retarded. I'll take it. I'll take
I
it.
think it's gonna be sloppy. It's gonna be a sloppy fight. Mildly
That
sloppy
too,
though.
yo. That sounds like a sloppy fight because it's like
No,
it's
that's
not
gonna be
like
sloppy.
Ball's like clean at all.
Yeah,
It's
because
gonna be a
Figueroa doesn't
sloppy
even know how to box, how to fight on the inside, bro. Like how you build like Adivino, right? And yeah, you fight like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, like for real.
Honest to God. Yeah, like he's Bizarro Rafa. He's like Rafa if Rafa got left back in the 9th grade 3 times. That's
Yeah.
Brandon. That's
Yeah,
Brandon.
that's not that's
He's
Espinosa with a birth defect.
he's summer school Rafa. Because Rafa's talented, man. That guy can sing his ass off. But I'm running out of patience for him too.
Yeah.
Why aren't you
I
fighting
don't know
Angelo
what's
Leo?
going on
Why
there.
why are you not fighting Angelo Leo? What is going on? Why not? I
Or
don't get it.
Shushu.
Why not?
You think his top rank just doesn't have the money right now for shit like that?
I mean, even if Top Rank doesn't,
I think so.
even if Top, and they probably don't, in fairness, but you have Zanfer, but it's just that when Top Rank was okay, what the fuck
Mm.
was you trying to do? You was just pouncing on random dudes, bro, and you still doing that
Yeah.
now.
They
That
kind
seems
of
Pouncing
like
on
cheaped out
random
on
dudes,
content near the end.
it's
They're running
it's weird.
ESPN.
Like featherweight's been such a nothing division for how many good fighters have been in it.
right?
Yeah.
You just can't get anything done there. Hopefully super middleweight will be interesting now that the reset button's been hit. Crawford retired.
Yeah,
Resendiz is WBA
Yeah.
champion now.
And then
He's-
Resendiz.
that sounds crazy.
Like the PBC belt.
No, he's WBA participation trophy champion.
I mean, he did fuck up Caleb Plant, right? He whooped his ass. He whooped his ass.
But that was a title eliminator though.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was. Because
Yeah,
remember,
let me
Plant was
just say
coming.
this, right? So
Plant
this-
was coming off the win over McCumbee, wasn't he? He was coming off the win over
Mhm.
McCumbee.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let me just say this: there's an NBA game right now happening between the Spurs and the Knicks for this
Okay.
NBA Cup championship, this in-season tournament, right? If either of the team wins, right? Imagine if the sport that sport was ran like boxing. That means that the winner of that game is going to be elevated to NBA champion. Think of that.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, with Resendiz, you can't really get mad
Yeah.
at it because it's just a byproduct of Crawford retiring. There's nothing anybody could have did about that. But I wanted Crawford to retire for that reason. Like, yeah, we got to move on
Yeah.
now, bro. You got to move
Yeah,
on.
so did I. But once they vacate, the fight the belt should be fought like for a vacated belt, not just like elevation. I don't believe in that shit.
I dig it.
But
You
that's
want
just me.
to see a contest that he should have to fight somebody for the position. I'm okay with it personally.
Exactly.
I
It's
like
just some DEI shit.
Yeah, it is. It is some DEI shit like that, but I'm okay with it. Resendiz is an action guy. He's stupid. He fights stupid. He could be in a lot of good fights. Like if you said Resendiz
But
versus
he's not
Sajo,
really stupid.
Resendiz versus Sajo, sign me up. Ooh, sign me
Oh,
up.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
a good
I'll go
one.
for that.
Or in Billy? Shit.
Sign me up. Or Resendiz versus Melenkuziev. Yeah, I'll watch that shit. Yeah, I'll watch that shit. That big pig nose motherfucker. He got a pig nose. Melenkuziev? Look like a
Yeah,
pig.
like the piggy.
Right?
Yo, who is in a way fighting? Like, who's this Picasso guy?
Picasso's a good. I'll tell you, he's a good fighter. That kid. Like, if there's not any Nui there, you would look at him and say, this guy might run this division. He's got a lot of height for the weight, a lot of length. I've seen him. He's okay. And if Inoue wasn't there, you'd say, yeah, this guy, he might run this division.
What
But
do you think about him? What do you think about him and Cardenas?
oh, I would love that fight. That's
That
an
would be
acid test right there. That'd be a great fight. That'd be a
yeah,
great
that
fight.
would be an
Cardenas
awesome
versus
fight, man.
Picasso. That would be an awesome fight.
Yeah. I would love
Thing
to.
about
Hopefully they'll make it.
The thing about Picasso is he hasn't actually made super bantamweight in I think over a year. The last fight that he had, I think, was just north of super bantam at feather. So if you
Yeah, his last
actually,
few fights, he's been at 123, 124.
yeah, so if you actually got to get down to 2-2, you know, a couple of weeks, yeah, that tall motherfucker might be emaciated trying to get
Yeah.
down there.
Absorb that Cardenas left hook.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a reason you fighting at 2-3 and 2-point this and 2-point that, and it ain't because you can make 2-2 easy. You know, shit is crazy. Fucking AJ Jake, man, you ready for the big time, Ray? You ready?
Not watching this shit, but cool.
Come on, Ray. Like, don't lie, bro.
You're not
You
gonna
gonna
be
I'm
be
not
racist.
like, bro.
fucking lie,
Hey,
bro.
how was this a lie, bro? When I told people, yo, I'm not watching these Gervonta Davis fights, and everybody was busting out their fire sticks, they were watching their links. I would come in the next day, I'd be like, yo, what happened?
Do you think he's so? What do you guys see for him for the Butterball next year? Does he come back? Does he fight?
Fuck no.
Yeah,
It's over,
probably.
bro.
He's done.
Probably.
Who he fighting, bro? Who he fighting,
Pitbull
bro?
Another
Cruz.
bitch.
Pitbull Cruz.
Another bitch.
I
That's
mean,
what he's
on
No,
one
he's
end,
not.
no, on
No,
one
he's
end,
not.
I agree that to be coming back and fighting for regular money is hard to imagine. But he really didn't make enough to retire on either, did he?
Nope. He only had one fight where legitimately he made a lot of money, but you know his ass
Yeah, that was
didn't take care
Ryan.
of it. Yeah. And that
I
was
don't-
almost
not-
3 years ago now, Jules.
I mean, he would have spent that shit on nail polish and Instacart by now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So for those
And
who are saying, like,
attorneys and lawsuits.
for those who saying he's coming back, right, and he's gonna fight like Pitbull or something. Let's be real. And we said this a while ago. That dude doesn't like hard fights. I don't care if you think he beat Pitbull, that you think he didn't beat Pitbull. That was a hard fight. He doesn't want to do that again.
Yeah, but
For regular
either
money at that. For regular
Yeah, but-
money.
either that or his mandatory, isn't it? Schofield.
That's not
Yeah, but he
happening
ain't-
either. I'm gonna be
So,
real. That's not
so who
happening
does he
either.
fight?
I
Not
remember
even for
his
a prospect, bro.
response.
Get the fuck out of here.
I remember his response when they asked him about the Pitbull Cruz match back then when right after their first fight, and he was like, "Oh hell no." He didn't say no. He
Yes,
said, "Oh
like-
hell no."
Virtuoso, would you take down Christian Rock?
Yeah.
Yo, you know it's funny. I
Keep
just
going,
mentioned
Em.
it. You know, nah.
No?
No. In fact, yo, listen. I'm glad you mentioned it because you know what? I got good sources that say that that's gonna be Tech's next opponent. So watch out for that one.
I don't know. Look, I don't know what the fuck going on with a lot of y'all, but that's a fine piece of ass, and y'all need to grow up. Is what y'all need to do.
I'd rather fuck
Right.
Taylor Swift.
I don't want any
Yeah,
STDs. I'm
yeah,
good.
bro.
Thank you.
If Undefeated is laying in the bed and he looks over, and Christian Rock is right there, he's fucking, bro.
Yeah, I
He's
ain't gonna lie.
fucking.
I might have to go some rounds with that bitch. I ain't
I'd rather
Bro,
grind
them
my
crabs
dick
are
in a
gonna be
brick
on you
wall,
like
bro. I'm
fucking
not gonna lie to
Pitbull
you,
on
bro.
rolling.
I'm
Bro,
making
he
that
said
shit
he'd rather
clap.
grind his dick on a brick wall. Did y'all hear that shit?
Yo, hey, chill out, Diddy. Chill out, Diddy.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Misael. Tank is the next one to go to Aiden Ross. I mean, like, one, look, she's a fluffy joint. I don't know. Like, I seen her beating up Ryan. Dick started moving, man. Like, yeah. That motherfucker up, man.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't think Tank can go on Aiden Ross. Have you like seen his shit recently? Like he actually got into some beef with a guy from the UFC, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie. I'll be real. This was low key justified because this is crazy. He said, "Yo, I want you to come on stream with me," and that dude straight up responded. And I kid you not, he sent a picture of his nuts and said, "Stream these balls."
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Wait, who said that?
And he was like, "Yo," and he was
Tech or the UFC fighter?
UFC fighter said that shit to him, and he was like, "All right, so one, I'm gonna sue you if you don't come on. Which I was like, really? All right, but like he already sent this. He doesn't care. And then he said, I'm gonna put 50 grand for anybody that beats him in the ring.
Oh
Just
shit.
like knocks him out straight. I was like, damn.
I'm gonna guess this was Sean Strickland.
No. It wasn't. It was a gay dude named like Peyton Talbot.
Oh, that makes
Shout out
sense.
to El Tabañao. I don't know about y'all, but I haven't been seeing motherfuckers online defending Tank no more. That motherfucker's becoming irrelevant.
Yeah,
I
bro.
think so
All his
too.
fans are gone. I love
I
it.
think so.
Bueno.
Yeah.
Qué
Thank
bueno.
I mean,
God.
it's
Good
I
riddance.
mean, it's that if he were fighting or something, but he's not
Yeah,
fighting.
when
Like what?
when he starts fighting again, they're gonna pop out. You know.
Yeah, like they're gonna crawl out of a manhole like the Ninja Turtles. But right
watch.
now,
He's gonna rematch Pitbull, and they're gonna defend that
I
shit.
don't think
Watch.
you
so.
think
I don't think.
he's gonna
I don't
rematch
think so.
Pitbull?
Watch.
He didn't watch that Lamar Roach fight and then suck Pitbull's dick for like 10 minutes just so he could rematch him. Like that's not happening.
That's
That's the
true.
plan.
Bro, he's not a real. He's not a real boxer, bro. He needs a fight with a crazy advantage. That's what he needs. He doesn't have any more of those
like,
left over on the
is there
PBC
any
side.
chance he could circle back if he makes the case go away and he pay who he gotta pay? Could he go back to Jake? Jake finna
Fuck
get
no,
knocked
I
out.
don't think so, bro. Because if Jake
I
gets
don't
knocked
see
out,
it.
one, that's a
He-
big hit.
Bro,
And
is that
then
fight
number
actually
two,
happening?
that shit wasn't
Yes,
selling.
my dude is 3
Yeah,
days
but
away.
who wants to see that
Bro,
anyway,
Jake
though?
is not going
I
in
mean,
the ring there, bro.
I
My
didn't want to
dude,
see Jake and Tank and Jake Paul to begin with. I mean,
Jake
nobody wants.
cashing out. Jake is cashing out, Michael. That's what it is. That the circus could only go for so long. If you really think
That
about
I
it,
understand,
he's
but it's like
cashing out, bro.
I'm glad that it's ending, bro, because this was never successful. This was never a new eyes to the sport of boxing. No, this was never
yeah,
that.
people try
No,
to
no,
pass
no,
it
no,
as
no,
Yeah,
no,
that
no,
shit.
no,
It
no.
was
Listen,
never
and
that.
I don't say this. I don't say this in defense of Jake, but I think that a social media influencer like him, constantly posting about boxing, I don't want to overstate how much it helped or didn't help. I'm just saying that I do think to a degree, Jake boxing kept boxing in the consciousness of a generation that doesn't watch it. You know what I mean? Because he's
Yeah.
doing that shit. That don't you see how UFC sort of just faded into the background? Even though that was the shit that the young people were watching about 5-6 years ago, and it just dissipated. Whereas
Yeah.
Jake just doing anything in boxing, even if it doesn't create real boxing fans, right? It still keeps boxing in the conversation of a generation of people that maybe don't watch it. You just had Ryan
And that's
Garcia in there with Chrissy and Rock. Those are
no one
two
cares.
different demos. Those are two different. The people that watch that bitch don't watch boxing, but it keeps it in the consciousness. And haven't you noticed that a lot of the podcasts are all over it? Cameron and Mace, Gilly the Kid and Waylo, right?
Mhm.
They talking about boxing.
Yeah.
Which was the
And
fighter
you
that
could
had like the panic attack before fighting Mike Tyson? Was it Leon Spinks?
Nah.
I wouldn't
Oh
Leon
no.
Spinks.
One
Talking
of
about
He
these
a
was
guys
panic.
didn't want to
he
actually
was
go in.
panicking, but he wasn't having a panic attack. I wouldn't say
What are you
that, but he
talking
was just
about?
nervous.
Yeah, one of those like that's about to be Jake, bro. I think when it
Oh,
actually
okay.
comes to the ring walk, he's not
Bro,
gonna
I already
actually
told
walk
your
out.
ass. That dude is about to take a $40 million dive, bro. He
oh
gonna
yeah.
get punched.
Yeah.
He gonna get punched on the elbow and go right down like, oh shit. Count it out. How
Yeah.
hard is that
But
shit?
And if
yeah,
I'm being
I
honest,
just want to add to that point you were saying, Jules. Like, I think that the residue of that is also falling in the UK because I think it was Vidal Riley who said like I'd rather be fighting with the Misfits instead of going on BBC.
He did
Like,
say that. I saw that earlier this
Damn,
week. He did
really?
say that. Yeah, he
Vidal
said
Riley
that
said that.
shit. I mean, it ain't, like if you was the shit is BBC is a big network over there. It's actually a really big network, but they're not kicking out really big money. Vidal knows that. They're like, yeah, you gonna go over there and get seen, but you ain't gonna go over there and get paid.
Oh, so he left
all right,
Boxer?
He left Boxer. He's with Misfits now. And yo,
That's a
What?
shame,
Andrew
man.
Tate is the CEO of that shit.
That's
you got
even
to go
more of
where
a
the new
shame,
people
to be
are, man.
honest.
Where there's
The
more
fuck
new
is going
eyeballs,
on?
man.
Yo, it's scary, bro. Like Andrew Tate about to really be out here preaching to motherfuckers and shit.
So wait, so Vidal didn't want to go to Matchroom? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, that is
Not-
Or
surprising. 'cause
Queensbury?
No, that's not surprising. That's not. Look, Vidal knows what he is. He knows what lane he belongs in. You go to Matchroom,
Yeah.
you know you could end up getting Josh Kelly at Matchroom, bro. Motherfucker, Matchroom is not playing out
I
here, bro.
never looked at Vidal as like a Josh Kelly, to be frank. Like I
Yeah,
remember he
No,
made it very
just
clear he wanted to be serious.
just that it could happen because they are gonna match you tough. Speaking of which, Mark Castro might go to TKO.
Oh, so
Yep,
respect me when I tell you this. I want to
That's
say this
the
with all
Elon
due
Musk
respect.
looking guy.
Elon
Who
Musk.
the fuck
Wow.
cares? Like at all in this universe.
Bro, I was just trying to let you, bro. I was just trying to
Yeah,
let you
that
know.
is
So
true.
if you see him
You made
over
it
there,
sound
When's the last time I see Mark
no,
Astro?
you made it sound
listen.
like an Olympians going over
I
there or
was
something.
only telling you that so that if you see he over there, you're not surprised. His new trainer is the resident TKO trainer. That's who's training him, and it's like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So he might
So
go
they
over
got a
there.
house trainer as well.
Yes, they do. They do.
It's Robert Garcia.
It's all fucking baked in. I mean, like, look, where the fuck was Mark Castro gonna go with that
Wait,
face
so you
anyway,
can't have
bro?
your own trainer?
The SpaceX, bro.
Space. You know what I'm saying? Where was he gonna go?
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
thinking about it. What's the future of MVP when Jake retires, bro? Because if he loses, he might retire, and they ain't
He can
got
still promote his
That
shit.
nobody.
doesn't affect MVP at all.
Yeah, he can still promote his shit.
Okay, who are
Nah,
people?
yeah.
Okay, so who's gonna be the main event?
No. I mean, look, I understand where you're coming from. Do they still need Jake to anchor the ship? I
Yeah.
think momentarily they still kind of do. They still kind of do, but they're only a few male fighters away from having a full-on stable, and that's not cap. Remember, they signed that fucking Olympian kid,
Yeah,
the U.S. amateur.
Yeah,
They signed
yeah,
that
one,
fucking
Harvey,
kid, man.
which is insane, by the way.
yeah,
No.
one. No, I seen him at night.
Imagine if they get Gary Antoine Russell. I'm just bouncing ideas around. But
I
they
see what you
only
mean.
they only need about 2 to 3 solid guys. And like, yeah, now you got a stable. You can do shows. You got a stable. You know? You got the girls. That's the undercard right there. You got the girls. You could decorate a bunch of undercards with the girls. And if you get a couple of guys, not even a lot of guys, like what, 3-4 guys, 3-4 more,
Yeah.
and they're out there. They're gonna be out there because, hey, PBC, what y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all
Nothing.
doing?
And,
They got
and the
their dicks
thing
in the
too
ass.
is he
They have
gets
their
some
dicks in the
pretty
ass
like
while other
skilled
kids
guys
having
too, to be
abortions.
honest. Like
He needs
they
to
got
go get Berlango, man.
oh no, unless it's to fight him. But no, I don't
Bro,
think
No,
so.
unless it's the sweep outside the arena, he could get Berlanga.
bro, they're out of Puerto Rico. Who else can they grab that's out there?
I
Puerto
do.
Rican.
Yo,
Can I
Berlanga.
ask a question? Does Puerto Rico really fuck with Berlanga?
No,
Like real shit. I'm
they don't
wondering.
fuck with him, bro.
like,
Herb is
Come
Puerto
on,
Rican.
bro.
Ask Herb.
He acted like
Ask
his
Herb.
dad,
You didn't
Bun.
see the tour he went on?
Herb is more Puerto Rican than Teofimo Lopez.
Trying to tell
Oh
you.
God. Well,
Trying to
yeah.
tell you. But if you really think about it, MVP is actually not that far off, and moreover, their brand power is growing to where there are going to be fighters that would go over. They're like, yeah, I'll go to MVP. They got the Netflix deal. They fuck with the zone. They fuck with Netflix. I could get money. So they ain't far off from being on solid ground. Like, I get what you mean that you can't have it all on the girls. The girls by themselves cannot carry this banner. You got a lot of them, and a lot of them are very good, but still, you need more. You need some guys. You do. And I think I think the way the environment is right now, bro, Top Rank not doing nothing. PBC out here sending motherfuckers IOUs, right?
Giving motherfuckers allowances.
Yeah, giving them I'll gladly pay you Tuesday notice, you know.
Right? I mean, they may be able to get the bot because they don't need you know that you don't need a whole lot, and that's the overkill that you see with some outfits that you don't need 10, 11 guys. You need 4 to 5 good ones, and you're good. You're good. You know, so you never know.
Serrano had a couple of young male fighter she was promoting a few years ago. She probably still has.
No, she still got him. She still got him.
Yeah.
Those Puerto Rican kids, yeah, still got him. You know,
All right.
so
Here's another question for you. Do you think Dana and everybody will go against the grain and actually work with other promotional companies at all?
Nope.
no,
Glad you asked.
hostile takeover. That's not the way Dana White does things. If they can take them over, if they can, I'm not telling you they can, but if they can, they will. That's not, Dana's not here to make friends with people. He's not, So
Not even in the name of money.
No.
no. They
Okay.
got money. They got. I mean, the other thing is they got Paramount money. They got TKO money. They got fucking WWE money. Money
They got
is
fuck
not
you
the
money.
problem.
Dana
Paramount.
was with a promotion in what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot his fucking name. With Pride, where that was clearly the best promotion and the most money. Like people are just paying out of the nose there, and he only
True.
sent one fighter over there in their entire existence.
Yeah.
That's it. That dude lost. Never did that shit again.
He's not here to make friends. So I don't see Dana working with Matchroom. I don't see Dana working with Queensbury. I don't see that.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think he'd work with Jake Paul though?
No.
Hell
No.
no.
Because Jake Paul's
Why?
outside the spectrum compared to the rest of the.
He's still a promoter.
Where Jake Paul, because Jake Paul is his own entity, MVP is its own entity, they stand a legitimate chance of becoming a powerhouse. I don't know if they will, but they have a lot of the right ingredients. They have their hands on the pulse of the youth. This is a critical moment, though. Jake goes in there and gets knocked out. It's not exactly good for the brand. It's not.
That's what's making me say it's gonna be bullshit.
Yeah, but AJ is not the dude that I'm gonna go over here and be your dancing bear. I'm gonna be your huckleberry. Like for what? I got money. I got money.
Yeah, that's true. Why the fuck would Joshua play himself for Jake Paul?
I
He ain't
got
gonna do that.
money. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I got a Tyson Fury fight. They trying to build for me. Money.
Okay, so
I ain't
wait.
gotta be your bitch for no
What's best
money.
case scenario for Jake in this fight then? Like what are we looking like? How does he somewhat turn this into a W?
Realistically, if AJ is here to fight, there is no W. If he's here to fight, Jake, the best case scenario for Jake, honestly, AJ kills you quick inside of 2 rounds. That's the best case scenario. That is the best case scenario.
I was gonna say best
Quick
case,
question,
he
Jules.
lands one punch.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Oh, I was just gonna say really quick.
Best case. Okay, go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, wouldn't best case scenario be if he lasted more than 2 rounds?
No, because the beating will change you.
No, but what if he gets knocked out in 4?
No, because you're talking about a fairy tale where Jake is actually able to put up a fight. I really think AJ is going to be surgical. I really think he's going to punish this kid with the jab. I think he's going to be really mean to him. That's why I say the best case scenario is kill him quick, 2 rounds, not a lot of damage. You go out, fight's over. And you can still schedule something. You can still do a Tommy Fury after that. Yeah, you can still do a Tommy Fury rematch after that. Tommy wants it.
Honestly, if I was Jake Paul, Jules, I would just tell Joshua, don't knock me out with a shot to the dome. Knock me out with a body shot so I can fake like I got knocked out by a body shot.
Hey,
It's gonna look like a
only
Rocky
one
Balboa
man.
fight.
Only one man can stop Jake Paul. Charlie Zelenoff.
Bro, you
Is he
stopped
even
the whole
alive
flow of
right
the
now?
conversation for that shit.
Yeah, I did. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, motherfucker?
I just think they took this fight out of desperation. There's no other way to explain it. I keep coming back to this. Netflix doesn't pay for any Jake Paul fight. They didn't pay for the Chavez fight. They didn't pay for that shit. They ain't pay for no Anderson Silva. None of that bullshit. They only pay for the big shit. So if you want that big old Netflix bag, you had to bite the bullet and fight an AJ. But now you about to get your ass beat.
But does
That's
the
what it
CEO
is.
of Netflix even know who the fuck Anthony Joshua is?
He
Really?
doesn't need.
Yes.
I mean, somebody does, bro. That's why they got him.
That's
Somebody
why I'm
does.
kind of like, wait a minute. Jake Paul went in that motherfucker and was like, all right, I lost Tank, but I'm going to fight a motherfucker who's 4 inches bigger than me now and
It's not like he
outweighs me
didn't.
by like
Wait, wait, wait,
60
wait, wait, wait,
pounds.
wait. It's not like they didn't try for other people. They tried for Ryan. They couldn't get him. They tried for Ryan.
It's gonna look like
They
a Rocky
couldn't get
Balboa
him.
fight.
Man, I just hope he gets hit really fucking hard, man. Like
I don't know.
really
It's
Hey,
like
hard.
the thing I think is like,
real
man, like I really feel like Tank just like screwed Jake's entire thing up. That's how I feel like, yo, he might have just ruined that entire situation for him, bro. That Tank fight was his Hail Mary, but that was the last one.
I mean, it could like really it could have been, and you know what was Tank really gonna do? Bite his ankles?
Nothing.
Hey, real question though, Jules. Do you
Well,
see
no, he's got a little bit of
AJ
sugar in that
doing,
tank, so he might have done something
do
else.
you see AJ doing Jake Paul as bad as he did in Ganu?
Yes.
Because I mean,
That's
he's
that's what I
sending
see.
Ganu to the nether realm, man.
No, it's
I
gonna be
think I
worse.
think I
It's gonna
think
be
the
worse.
first round, AJ's just gonna play with him. He's just gonna let him do whatever he does, and in the second round, things are gonna get nasty. That's what I see. Like in the second round, that's when things are gonna get
How
nasty.
nasty?
I mean, like doo-doo in the butt nasty, bro. Like skid marks nasty. Like
See, that's why Jules is
sharp.
saying. Jules is saying body shot that makes Jake Paul shit himself, and
Have
it's
you
over.
ever farted and a bubble came out? You ever farted and a bubble came out, a shit bubble?
Hey, speak for yourself, man.
Just saying, man. It's
I
gonna
Speak
get
for
can't
yourself,
bad.
say
man.
that I have, but even if I did, I wouldn't tell nobody.
Well, you just told on yourself. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said all that
how
shit.
fast does
No, I
Usyk?
didn't because I can't. I have it.
Well, how
Gil,
fast does Usyk make disposal of Wilder?
Get the fuck out of here.
I give.
I don't
I
want to
would
see
give
that
it
fight, dude. No one wants to see
4
that fight.
rounds. I give
Well,
it 4
you got
rounds.
no choice.
I give it 4 rounds. You know, I think it's. I
Being
think
generous,
it
Wilder makes it to 6.
it ends before it ends at or around the midway point.
Yeah,
I think
he
it
probably
ends.
make it to 6.
Yeah, I think it ends at or around there. But you know, that's if they even do that because who's paying for that? Who's paying for that?
That's what I was about to say. Who's gonna put up the money for that?
I didn't hear
Bank
nothing about I ain't hear nothing about Turkey. I didn't hear that. So who
Is
putting the
the
money up for that?
Has
is
Turkey
that is the
has Turkey
IBA gonna
offered to
give him
pay
the
for
money?
any new? Has
You know what I'm
Turkey
saying?
had any news about Usyk, like he would pay for a fight or no?
I haven't seen Turkey make any mention of any Usyk fight. That's why I said that. Like, who's putting the money up for Usyk versus Wilder? Who's doing that?
Probably the
Is
IBA.
Usyk still like fighting? Like, is he
But a
not just
Russian,
like still on?
I mean, you know. I mean, he said he want to fight Wilder. He literally said that 2 weeks ago. He said that. We saw it.
Which is fucking
but what do you
crazy.
think?
Like I would have never predicted that.
What would be the point of fighting Wilder? I mean, he's already
For the
finished. If it was
vibes,
like
bro.
Wilder from like 5-6 years ago, then yeah, sure, maybe, but not the Wilder now.
The only conceivable thing I can think of is that Wilder does represent his contemporaries more than Fabio Wortley, more than Agit Kabayel, more than these young guys that are running around.
Well,
Wilder was one of the somebodies of this heavyweight crop, this last one. So, you know, I guess you just want to go on that side mission
is
and
that a
do
real
that.
side mission though? Like,
I
I feel like you
mean,
go back and you go through the guys he fought, and you like, all right, bro. You fought Fury, okay, that's valid. That was for undisputed. You fought Joshua,
that's who's
you don't
missing,
take all
bro.
his belts.
That's
You
who's
gonna fight
missing is
Daniel,
Wilder.
he got that shit. And now you gonna fight Wilder. That nigga kind of sucked, and we kind of realized that he was
Saying
asshole.
he did fight Derek
No, he
Chisora.
didn't
Is
kind of
fighting
suck.
Wilder
He
that
did suck.
bad? He did fight
Yes,
Derek
yes, it is.
Chisora. Is
Yes,
I mean, at
comfortably,
least
my
at
lad.
least Derek is still winning fights,
Wasn't
Jules.
Chisora like his second?
yeah, it was the second
Yeah, it's the
heavyweight
second
fight.
fight
It
at
was
heavyweight.
Jazz Witherspoon, then Derek Chisora, then it was AJ 2 times.
Then Anthony Joshua.
I'll answer that with this, Jules. Do you feel comfortable telling me that Wilder has a better resume than Derek Chisora?
Nah, I don't. I'm not comfortable saying that shit. I would tell Country to say it for me because I'm not comfortable saying that shit.
Oh, gee,
Coun-
thanks. Put me on the
Country
block.
would say that. Country would say that shit for me. But he is a guy that people know, and he was around, and he's a former champion. So it's like, I mean, that's got to be the reason that, well, I want to fight the guys that was in my era. Wilder was a guy that was in my era. He was, you know, or he
Oh,
is.
wait. Speaking of which, because I just thought about Wilder potentially being in the Hall of Fame or whatever. Did you guys see the ballot, by the way?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was Triple G, Nigel Benn finally, and oh my God, it was a third person that I'm missing right now. I can't come to mind. But what's it called? They had the little ring show, right? And Ryan Garcia was on it. Uh,
How the fuck did he end up on it?
Great question. And further to confound that question, he said that none of those guys deserved it, especially Triple G.
Ryan said that?
I
Yeah,
seen
Is he
that. I
supposed to
seen
be
that.
the what is it? The Stephen A. Smith of that show, dude? Like where he just
that's a
freaking
great
says
question. No,
whatever
because
the hell.
they got LaShawn McCoy there. Like he could do that shit if he
Okay, so
really
they
needs
got two
something
of
like
them.
that. But
No, I mean, check it out. They asked Ryan
Hey,
about
Country.
Yanni Beck's. They asked Ryan about Yanni Beck's
Hey,
doping case,
Country.
bro.
really,
Hey, I can't hear Jules again, but I hear you guys.
Wait, who said that?
Wait, was Michael Nunn inducted?
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know if he was
that
in.
was last
Oh,
year.
okay, got
Yeah,
it.
I
All
saw
right.
his.
that was
I
last
saw
year.
his name on the ballot. Michael Nunn. I saw his name.
That's crazy. That dude's been
Antonio
out of
Tarver.
boxing.
Antonio Tarver.
Oh,
Oh,
there
it was
you
Yeah.
go.
Antonio
That was the
Tarver.
other
That was the
guy.
third one. That was the third
Shout
one.
out
There you
to
go.
whoever said it in the chat.
But yeah, that was the three. And he said like, and honestly, I've seen him like. Apparently, they said like he's been saying just retarded shit. And I'm just like, is he just there for clicks at this point? Because
Look, Ryan is how could I put this? He's representative of this younger generation that says shit just to say shit. I mean, that's literally what he's doing. He's sitting there talking
Yeah.
about doping. He's sitting he has the nerve to sit there and weigh in on somebody else's doping case. He has the nerve to sit there and say, "Yeah, Triple G don't belong in the Hall of Fame." What? But you do?
yeah, but it's like that's ridiculous. He had a point, and I didn't. Well, what's it called? This isn't confirmed because I was just talking to some in the comments, and they said apparently he was like, "Yo, Wilfredo Gomez shouldn't have been in the Hall of Fame too because he lost to Salvador Sanchez." I'm looking at this. I'm like, are we? And you guys let this dude back on the station after that. Like
It's
you
all
Max
about
Kellerman, you saw that. You didn't complain
my
about that.
dude.
No.
It's so at this point, boxing. I think this. I think this, Ray. Boxing in America is in such trouble that they don't even care so long as people react to what is being said, whether it's idiotic or not. That's how much in trouble boxing is in America. That yeah, we'll have Ryan up here and have him say some stupid shit for the clicks, for the clicks. You know, because
I
we
don't get that. It's like
saying
that's that's cool if
you
you're if
really
this is
got
Golden Boy
Ryan up.
programming.
You really got Ryan up there talking about somebody else's doping case, fam. Are you guys serious? Y'all serious? We do. Oh, okay, bro. Okay.
It's like Epstein talking about Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's a good equivalent.
Yeah, it's like really we doing this? So I mean, they just need the clicks at this point, bro. Just need the clicks.
Well, yeah. I mean, who's paying attention to the Ring magazine anymore?
Yeah, for some reason
Was that
I
not the
see.
point? Like,
No, no. Look, I see that they revamped it. They tried to modernize it and they built a show around it and all that stuff. But you know what? I just think that boxing in America, particularly, is I'm usually talking about America when I say these critiques. I think there's too much content. There's too many opinions out there. Enough that there's more opinions than there are hot topics. That's how it feels. There are
You
more
think it
opinions.
drowned out the Ring magazine because of that?
Kind of. Look, right now, there's not a fight that anybody's really passionate about to elicit interest. To elicit, you had Wilder Joshua, you had Spence Crawford, you had to a lesser extent Eno F. Fulton. Right now, there's nothing like that, right? But there's a mountain of content being kicked out from Ring Magazine, from Pro Box, from other content creators. That it's like, yo, dog, there's literally more content out there than there is boxing that people care about.
What do you think's going to be the
That's
next
true.
fight to get people passionate about or talking?
It could be Boots and Ortiz if this goes on for another year, right? Things are gonna get tribal.
I'm gonna get that shit. Stopping that right now. These
Maybe
guys do
not.
not have the personality for it to be that big. I don't think they're ever gonna have the schedule for it to be that big. They're just not active enough. And frankly, it's like with the amount of bullshit that they do, I think that puts off more fans than it turns on. Like when I saw that shit where Virgil was like, "Oh, you're 2-0 in avoiding the contract or something," I was like, "That's the corniest shit I've ever heard in my life."
For real, that
Like
shit
I've
was
lost interest while
Did,
listening to that
that
shit.
shit was candy fucking corn, bro. Like,
yeah,
really, you still riding that scooter, bro?
and really, it's a good fight, but it's not that big of a fight because you said what was the ballpark figure that you said it's at least in your video?
To
Ring.
me, I think if I price that fight 5 million to Boots, 5 million to Virgil, it's a $10 million fight at the most.
I think you
That
were
that's being
generous
very
with that.
freaking generous.
I
Oh
thought
no,
it
That
no,
was
I
I
would say
am,
that's
I
a
am,
I
because
would say at
it's
most that's a five million
I
dollar
don't
fight.
think that fight generates 300,000 buys. I literally no, I don't think it does. I don't think it generates 250. 250. No, it doesn't generate that. Nah, not right now. No,
If they
people don't
fight
care
at
that
the end of
much.
next, if they fight at the end of next year, honestly, at most, and this is me being blunt, that's a $5 million fight. Two point
I
five to
mean,
each because
I would
it's
say
not
no.
that big of a fight.
I would price it at $10 million. To both fighters right now, because I think modestly between the gate and the pay per view, you can clear that between the gate and the pay per view. But
But is it a pay per view fight?
I don't really think it's pay per view worthy. I think that's an ordinary fight. I think the winner of the fight graduates or should graduate the pay per view. But you guys on your own, no, I don't think it's pay per view worthy. I don't.
Do you
Virgil,
think
like
if they both pick up a title beginning of next year, you
no.
think that would build the fight or no?
it's that what builds a fight and what makes something pay per view worthy is not exact. Sometimes it's a title. Sometimes it's the way that you beat the fuck out of a guy. That's why I keep saying that building pay per view stars or pay per view fights, it's really not an exact science. It's not. One thing that Ray said that's true. These guys are not charismatic. Neither of them. Boots sound like he never saw a titty before when he talks. Because I'm gonna do my thing, and I want to win a title,
It's
and
like they put
I'm
him
gonna
on
be
the
doing it.
spot.
And it's
It's
like,
like
And
honestly,
Virgil looks
you
like
see
he's
them in
got
person,
Pokemon cards under the mattress.
and it's like, and honestly, no, the thing is too, it's like on Twitter, it sounds cool, but it's like when I see you guys in reality, it's like, bro, that face to face was so weak.
That
Like
shit is
I could
ass,
understand
bro.
why nobody cared.
No, and you
someone
saw
needed to get
Boots. You
pushed.
saw Boots. He just kept repeating the same. It's time now. It's time now. Yeah, yeah,
Calm
yeah. It's
down.
time now,
It's
bro. I
time
heard
now.
you. I fucking heard you. And then and Virgil's nodding his head like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me get a number 5. Let me get a number 5. Like he.
And make sure there's no pickles, no onions.
You see, like that's what he just looked like he was ordering at McDonald's, bro. That's what I got from that. Like, y'all just going
If
through the motions with this bullshit. That's what y'all
if there
doing.
was a
Yeah,
if
because
there
they're
was
not
a
gonna fight
push
each
or
other,
someone
Jules.
if someone started
True.
punching, then yeah, sure, it would be cool. But nah.
It's not organic. Like like you just can't fake that Morales Barrera. You know what I mean? You
Nope,
can't fake that.
Yeah.
You can't
nope,
manufacture that. You
nope.
know. So you got these two kids, and that's why they're building it right as if it's much bigger than it actually is. When no, the way that you do that fight between Boots and Virgil, honestly, you just do it. You just do it, period. You just do it. You don't have to sell it as the greatest fight because it's not the greatest fight. Whoever wins this fight may go on to become pay-per-view. But you two by yourself, no, you guys are no.
And that's the problem with American boxing, Jules. Nobody wants to fucking invest in making these guys legitimate attractions. They just all want the quick money, and that's it.
Yeah,
We're
because
entering the dark age, boys.
they keep sort of forcing it when the way that it is, you supposed to go through this process where people get fucked up and people roll the dice and the shit is dangerous. You sapped that intrigue out of the shit. That I'm sorry, fellas, but Boots versus Ortiz is not so. It's not Trinidad versus De La Hoya. No, it's no, it's not. It's not. It's
It's not
literally
even
not.
Gotti Ward. That's how fucking pathetic these guys are right now.
It's is it necessary? Yes. Is it
Yep.
necessary in the sense that it's necessary towards crowning the next pound for pound guy, but you guys buy your no, this is an ordinary fight. This is an ordinary fight between two good guys that have a ceiling. But it shouldn't take all this. And that's what makes it boring, that y'all can never just do a fucking fight, man. It's always got to be a thing, and he wants this. It's always got to be this fucking big clusterfuck to do a simple fucking fight.
Yep, it's like everybody wants the sun, moon, and the stars just to make a regular fight. It's fucking ridiculous.
I honestly, I like at one point I would have said different, but I generally do think Turkey made that shit worse. Not even because it's like of the stuff he's doing now, but it's just the fact that he gave people that avenue to where they were like, "Yo, we can just bullshit this, and the guy's just gonna drop us like 10 mil."
Yeah, but I think Turkey now. I think Turkey now is realizing that he's not going to keep doing that shit. So that's why he's coming up with the fucking TKO, bro. He's like, fuck all that. He's like, I'm not going to keep overpaying motherfuckers to fight, and then I'm not really getting nothing out of it. So I think at this point, he's just kind of seeing like, let me go a different direction and start like really fucking carving my own niche in this sport where like, motherfuckers are not going to be getting paid $5 to $10 million just to take a regular fight. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like because of that, and the reason I was still putting the blame on him to a degree is because it's not just that. I remember somebody talked about it, and this was for the British scene, right? And they said a lot of the fights that you would kind of see that are just regular fights over and whatever place you're at, they're now throwing on those big ass turkey cards. And I, to a degree, see that shit in America, like that Mason versus Noakes fight, right? Imagine that fight was just like a regular ESPN fight in like Ohio.
That fight should have honestly been a fucking a Showtime championship boxing, or it would have been an HBO After Dark back in the day. That's what that would have been.
Everybody would have loved it. Everybody will watch it. Honestly, it would probably just be like a more popular version of what Raymond Ford versus Klomatov was. That was a great fight. But hey, bro, because there was no Top Rank and they had to put it on a turkey show, they put on a turkey show. It's buried on an undercard. And yes, people saw it, but it's like it should just be its own thing. Yeah.
That's what makes it worse. If he had just said no, it's not going to be a pay-per-view, and
The
just gave it
zone
away.
pay-per-view at that, which I'm gonna be honest, is worse than a regular pay-per-view.
Yeah, because how much is the monthly subscription? Like $30 and another 60. Yeah, so you're pretty much spending like what, $90 if you're just doing it a month by month. Then the Inaway thing's a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but you know what? That shit doesn't hit us though, because it's like to a degree, most people that are in America probably gonna watch this shit from like a stream anyway. And past that, I'm assuming Japan's still getting it free, so he's still in the clear. Like he's still fine.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Inouye's fight in Japan is on Amazon, because that's who he fucking broadcasts his fights with. So I wouldn't be surprised if they get it in Japan through Amazon.
Yeah, but still like free for them though. Like,
yeah,
plus for them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens starting next year when TKO starts putting these fucking cards out. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how long it is before they start signing more guys to start fighting on that promotion, because there's a lot of dudes out there that right now have nowhere to go. Like a lot of these dudes who are on the PBC are fucking free agents, so they have nowhere to
but a lot
go.
of them are divas.
I wouldn't put too much stock in that. I'll be real with you. I don't know
a lot
what
of
they
them
got
are
over there. They
divas.
gotta.
I would say wait for I would say till 2027 to see like maybe a Madrimov or a Bohachuk or like someone that you're familiar with them, but they're not big.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Like you said, PBC. What fighters do PBC have that TKO would even want?
They wouldn't want
Besides,
Pete.
like
No, what I mean
Rosini's.
was like they signed two guys from that fucking side of the street that nobody else would have picked up. Like no one was in a hurry to pick up Vito Milnicki,
Who?
and nobody was in a hurry to pick up Joey
Okay.
Spencer. So that's what I'm
Vito
saying. Like
Milnicki was
they
a
fucking
top ranked fighter
signed.
though.
Well, I mean, he really doesn't count because he was only there for like not even a handful of fights before he left. So he's more of a PBC creation because he fought most of his career on their platform. But what I'm saying is, there's a bunch of dudes on their from their platform that have nowhere to go right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if Turkey starts signing some of those guys just so that he has guys that can fight in his stable, especially considering that they're getting up off the ground and they need bodies.
Yeah, but I'm wondering is like what are those bodies? Because the thing is like yes, you got a Vito Milnicki, right? You've got maybe Resendiz, even though he has a title. I don't know if he's wanting to give that up like that.
Wait, have they officially elevated him?
Yeah.
Apparently
They did, because I haven't seen anything yet saying he's been elevated.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I mean, unless
the WBA haven't posted anything official on their social media. So I mean, I'll take it about a week or two.
But what's it called? You don't really have a lot of guys like Resendiz in the PBC. Like,
no,
there's really not a lot of guys like him. Like, there's only like him, maybe the guy that beat him at 160, who's kind of ass, and then that's really it.
Yeah, like there's not too many guys that think.
Next opponent.
I'm sorry, what? Repeat that.
Do you think Rosendi's might be Canelo's next opponent if he decides to come back?
No.
Well, no. Actually, no. I can see that. I can see that 100%. If I don't know if that comeback would be this year. I think he might wait a while because, my bad. Next year's.
Well, he was already talking about
he come back next year. I think he's going to take a break.
He was already talking about he wasn't going to fight till September.
He said that he's not going to fight till September, and that was going to be the Crawford rematch. But I would say if I were Canelo, just still take that break. If you want to come back, take that break. Dude. Take a year off. You need a rest.
That is going to be almost a year off.
Shout out to El Machingong. Shout out to El Machingong. How is Bam fight everyone and Virgil acting like? Well, I think Bam understands it better.
Bronchitis coming back.
Nah, that shit is leaving. That's why the cough is dry. All the mucus is almost out. Bam doesn't have the luxury of being a prima donna. Nobody at the lower weights does. You have to fight because Americans just don't traditionally watch those weights. I wish Bam were much bigger because I think he deserves it, right? He fights the fights, and the fights are good. Bam is not in boring fights.
Well,
I think he's way more talented. Hold on. I think he's way more talented than Virgil Ortiz, and he's certainly more decorated than Virgil Ortiz. But that's a testament to how much Americans really don't watch the little guys. Bam's
a serious fighter, bro.
Bam out here fighting Hall of Famers. He's out here fighting unbeaten champions back to back. He just fought two. Kafu was unbeaten. Puma was unbeaten. He knocked them both out. What does the guy got to do to get some fucking acknowledgement? But
if he fought at 126 or 130, he'd be getting that acknowledgement.
People here don't pay attention to him because he's a lower weight like that. They don't know what they're missing.
Do you think
honestly, because you're not gonna be bored watching Bam fight, bro? Like, nah, you're not gonna be bored watching Bam fight. Bam fuck motherfuckers up.
Do you think he'll be able to go undisputed?
Yeah.
No.
Why not? Wait, what?
Nah, because Maloney doesn't want to step aside, is what I heard. He was gonna go after the winner of Taraji versus Willibaldo Garcia. he was going to do that. But because of fucking Maloney not wanting to step aside, now
Dude,
Robert
I don't
Bam
even
is
know
saying,
how
"All right,
that
we out
guy's
of
not.
here." I don't know.
Really?
I don't even know how that
What
dude's
you
not
want?
I
freaking
don't fucking.
Yo, why you want to get fucked up again, bro? Yo, I wish Bam
My
just killed.
dude,
Like,
I don't know how to fucking Maloney. I thought they both retired.
No, they're just doing the Tim.
Dude,
They're doing the Tim Zoo, Jules. They go back to Australia and reload.
For real,
no,
like them
and the
motherfuckers
That's what
just
they do.
bury
dude,
themselves
and
in the
he
earth for
lost
10 days and got a title shot.
Dude, he freaking didn't last year on the Kambosos Lomachenko undercard. He lost a split decision to Pedro Guevara.
And
He lost
didn't he
a
say he was
decision.
going to retire after
Yeah,
that,
he
didn't
said
he?
he was going to retire, and then he goes and has one tune-up fight, which was either earlier this year, that was a 10-rounder, and suddenly he's mandatory.
No, yeah, crikey, I'm back. Crikey. I'm fucking Mirage. I'm fucking David Benavidez. Right?
You know, I think I'm gonna just
Crikey.
watch that fight with Junto Nakatani just a couple more times, bro.
Honestly, that's the only payback we got for that fucking guy. He keeps hanging around. But he's the reason that now Bam is saying, nah, I ain't
He just needs
staying
to get
here that
knocked out
fucking
again.
long. I ain't staying here that fucking long. You know, that's
But at one,
yeah.
118. What is it? If he fights that WBO dude, because didn't Eddie Hearn say that he was going to fight that Mexican guy at 118 for his first fight there?
Santiago.
The Santiago. Yeah, I heard that shit.
That
I
would
mean,
be a
look,
good fight.
no 118. They got Takuma Inoue right there, so I go for that. Bam versus Inoue's Family Dollar Inoue. I go for that.
Dollar Tree.
In Japan,
Dollar Tree.
I would want to see it there.
I would want to see it in Japan too. Honestly, that's the better market for that. That's not as big a fight here as it would be over there.
I would because imagine, bro, imagine how traumatized everybody in that arena is gonna be.
Well, I mean, it ain't like they ain't see Takuma lose before, bro. They seen him lose before.
Nah, but it's gonna be special,
get slept. Like if he gets slept in there, like
do you think that Bam? Do you think Bam's dimensions make for a strong fighter at 118?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a good size.
What is it?
I think that's
him
probably
and Inoue are the same height.
I think that's the almost his ceiling, Jules. I think 122 is about as high as he can go, and then he's
I
done.
don't think he can. I don't think he can go past that, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Kids at 126 is big. Imagine Bam trying to fight Rafa.
Ah, get the fuck out of here,
bro. He gonna have to hit that motherfucker. Need a bar stool to fight that motherfucker, bro.
That would literally be Little Mac against Mike Tyson.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, but 18, maybe he can, because 18 is an open book. 22 is pushing it. Bam versus Cardenas. Imagine that shit.
Yeah, I think 22 is high as Bam goes. I don't think he can go anything higher.
I would take Bam against guys like that, to be honest.
Yeah, motherfucker, till that motherfucker start getting hit.
No,
motherfuckers, you say that shit about Chocolatito till that Rungvisai fight.
No, what is it? Bam, him and Inoue have similar dimensions. So, I mean, sure.
I mean, Inoue though, bro. Like, we can't use him as
Inoue is the exception to the rule.
Yeah, Inoue is Inoue, bro. That dude he on samurai time. He the Shogun, you know? Motherfucking Shogun.
Out of what is it? Bam, Nakatani, and Inoue, who has the weakest resume?
Nakatani.
Would you say by a country mile or?
No, I would compare. Look. We can say that Nakatani probably knocks Bam's fucking block off. We could say that. But resume for resume, Bam has Hall of Famers, bro. The best guy on Nakatani's resume is Ryosuke Nishida, bro.
And the second best guy is Jason Maloney.
Maloney.
No,
phony baloney Maloney, bro.
Salami,
no,
Maloney.
That WBC guy, the one that beat Donaire, that'd probably be his second.
Right. Yeah. Santiago is the guy. Was the guy? The Mexican guy. Something
I will
like
say
it.
to what's it called?
The thing about Junto is if he keeps chopping motherfuckers up as he goes up, it's not going to be long before he's Hall of Fame worthy himself.
Of course, but right now where we are, you have to admit that Bam's resume, look, you could say what you want about the fight and what you think would happen in the fight, but resume for resume, Bam's resume is head and shoulders above
Oh fuck yeah,
Nakatani's. It's head and
yeah.
How'd you
shoulders
compare
above
it to anyone?
Bam's resume is filet mignon right now. Junto's is like fucking New York strip.
Filet-O-Fish.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on Junto because it's not like it's a
Yeah,
whole lot of guys in a hurry to fight him. But
exactly.
Bam's resume is a motherfucker, bro. Gallo, Quadra, Sorun Visai, unbeaten Sonny Edwards, unbeaten Fumalela Kafu, unbeaten Puma Martinez is a good scout, by the way. That is a good scout, and he made that shit look really fucking easy. You know,
I had to
made
convince
that
some
shit
peeps
look.
of mine that Puma was a good scalp because I was watching the fight with some people, and they looked at me like, dude, I thought you said it was gonna be close. I was just like, well, I thought it was. I didn't realize it was gonna be this easy.
You thought it was gonna be close?
No, by the
I
way, I
thought
was
it was.
just like, nah,
I
this
thought it
guy's
was good.
good. This
I'll
guy's
tell
good.
you what. I didn't. It's not that I
That
thought it
made
was
it
going to
look
be
easy.
close,
So I mean,
but I thought it was going to be a fight. I thought that it would be a fight. That wasn't a fight, dog.
Yeah, we all thought it was gonna be a tougher fight for Bam, and he made that shit look easy.
Bro, he played with that fucking dude, bro.
Yup.
Played. Puma shouldn't box anymore after that. He should just fry steaks. He should just fry steaks, bro. Like, yeah, you got taken to school. You know he probably gonna win a belt now. Now that Bam leaving, Bam gonna leave. He gonna pick up
Yeah,
his
Bam's gonna
IBF.
give up all his belts. Yeah.
Yeah,
wait, who?
you know,
Your audio cut out. I couldn't hear you.
Bam is probably gonna move. I mean, like, well, not probably. They're saying it. They're going to 118.
Yeah.
And when they go to 118, Puma could see about picking up a vacant title.
I mean, yeah, he could go the
I mean, yeah,
IBF route.
there's
That
no
would
one
be the
else
quickest
that's
one.
that good in that
He
weight
could
class.
knock out Andrew Maloney again.
Right, dude. Yeah, go ahead and have at him, cowboy. You
He
know,
wanted his title shot so bad.
right? You know, I mean, like, it's
And
not gonna
what
be a
would
whole
have
lot
been
left to
better?
do.
What would have been better for Andrew Maloney is he could have waited because Bam would have fought the winner between Garcia and Taraji,
He's a
and he would have
dickhead, bro.
vacated.
He's a
And he would have
fucking.
vacated, and he would have
He's
been
a
able to get a vacant
dickhead.
title.
You want to get in the way, and the only thing that might happen is Kenshiro might beat your motherfucking ass when you could just wait and shut the fuck up.
He's
Go
already
fight a
owned one
kangaroo.
with Japanese
Go
fighters.
fight a kangaroo in Australia while you wait.
Go make love to Mirage. Who knows?
Yeah, go exactly. You know,
He's got that Mirage gene in him.
Honestly, I don't think Kenshiro's gonna do good at 115, to be honest.
you don't think he's gonna. You don't think he could beat Willibaldo Garcia?
Oh no, he could beat him, but I just don't think it's like I don't think I'm expecting anything great from that guy, to be honest.
Hey, yo, Mayorga, suck a fat fucking dick and go play in traffic, you fucking homo. Shut the fuck up. Some dickhead. I don't know. He was just saying, like, he kept trying to get attention in the comments. Like, yo, Canelo lost, homo. Canelo lost. You understand that? If that's your idol got taken to school. So shut the fuck up. And there's nothing you could do about it. And there's nothing Canelo could do about it. Now shut the fuck up, bitch. Onward and upward. Yeah, man. I mean, what I like about Kenshiro is he don't have no defense. So you're not gonna be bored. Kenshiro fighting? Oh nah, yeah.
He already got knocked out once.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You lost to a guy that fucking Nakatani. Well, actually, that dude's pretty good, but Nakatani beat that dude when he was like 3-0.
Yeah,
that's like.
But
That's not
didn't he
a good
avenge
look.
the
Like,
loss?
and then he moves up in weight. He did, but then you went up and then you lost to fucking Ricardo Sandoval.
Yeah, I mean, Kenshiro. Look, Kenshiro is that accomplished, flawed fighter. He was a two-weight unified world champion. He's shooting for 3 now. Is he accomplished? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a resume?
Low key.
Yeah. I mean, like he's got the resume. It's just when you watch him, you could see this dude flawed than a motherfucker, man. He don't know what defense is. His offense is his defense.
Yeah, he's a limited brawler.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
he
man,
is
and
not.
him and Bam would
No,
have been
he is
such a
not.
good
I would not
fight.
call him that. He just has no like. It's his guard is so low because like when I watch him, I'm like, there's a lot of boxing shit still going on here. He's very like got good in and out movement, and then I'm looking, I'm like, Yo, it's crazy. With all of that, those punches are still hitting you in the face, bro. That doesn't make any
They
sense.
are, dog. You know what I'm saying? He's
But
a
there's a
fun.
skill to defense though too, and he doesn't show it. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call you a
his
limited brawler
defense is
because of
getting
that.
hit.
That's insane.
He's not far off from a brawler, Ray. Like he's not far off from that though.
Yeah, he's maybe a slight
If
step
Pitbull's
above a
a
brawler.
brawler, he's just a little above that.
Yeah.
Nah, and you see, that's where I look at the disrespect. I'm like, bro, that is a way better fighter than Pitbull.
Yeah, no.
Nobody
Nobody said that. Nobody said
If you
Kishiro's
saying he is step above Pitbull, that is an insane disrespect. Pitbull knows like 3
one.
punches.
No, wait, one because listen, I don't rate Pitbull at all, like at all. Like, so don't think he's next door to Kenshiro. He on a different block than Kenshiro. But
Yeah,
I'm saying Kenshiro is not far off from a brawler. He's not a thinker. He's not a jabber. He's not a range guy.
Well, with how many times he gets hit in the face, I really doubt that he could think. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
but he's entertaining to watch. I will give him that.
No, yeah, no, and the meat and potatoes of his career are there. The legacy, the resume, the accolade, it's all there. It is all there. It's just he's one of those decorated, albeit flawed fighters because he is flawed. He is flawed.
Jules, could you say that he's somewhat like Juan Baby Bull Diaz from back in the day?
Yeah.
With power, yeah.
He's got power. He's got power. I don't know if he's.
I enjoyed watching this
I don't know how much power he's gonna have at 1/8 at 115,
no.
but
115, I don't think it's gonna be there because it's like.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I think he'll be able to get past Willibaldo Garcia. The other guys, like if you put him in there with like a Puma or maybe
That's
a
what I was thinking
Kafu,
of.
that's where you're gonna get a little tricky.
Kafu has a pesky fucking style, man.
And he also has power too.
If he starts, because that's how this kid just beat him, by moving on him, by shaking and baking and moving on him.
Attention Nasukawa, was that his name? The same
No,
guy.
not Tsukawa. The Spanish kid that just beat Kenshiro in his last fight. Sandoval. That's what he moved on him. That's how he beat him. He moved on him.
I was thinking of the guy that Kafu beat for the BO title. The same guy, the guy that what's his face?
I know who you're talking about.
Naka.
That's not Nasukawa. It's Jesus, yeah. Who's the guy? He won like was it 4 titles?
I don't want to sound ignorant, but their last names all sound the same.
They do.
All right, that is crazy.
No, that's not crazy. They be sounding.
Tanaka,
Nakatani, Inoue, Tsumi,
Tanaka, Kanatani, Nakataka, Katakala. It's a lot of K's. It's a lot of N's. They just move them.
Fujinuma.
They just move them shits. Junto Nakatani, Masayoshi Nakatani.
Takeshi Tanaka still fighting, by the way.
Hit it and whatever happened.
Kosei? I thought Kosei retired.
He retired?
I thought he did.
I could have sworn he called it a wrap. He said he didn't want to get hit no more.
He did. No, he did because he said something about his eye.
Kosei Tanaka.
Kosei Tanaka, that's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
At 29? Nah, that's insane.
My dude, he's Japanese, bro. Them Japanese dudes, a lot of them Japanese dudes don't stick around that long, bro. They really don't. Once they start losing,
Inoue and Ioka are pretty much the exceptions.
They make them do a math problem right after they lose a fight, like an algebra problem. And if they can't,
no, it's freaking calculus.
We need you to solve this calculus equation. If not, you can't fight anymore.
And if you can't solve that shit, you got to sit down, homeboy. That Japanese
and with Kosei Tanaka, he told him he couldn't see, so that's what.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm reading it right now. Severe recurring eye injuries, particularly in his right eye. He couldn't focus properly. He couldn't spar. Damn.
I mean, to be honest,
that algebra really got to him.
Tanaka's eyes were like mad far apart, so he looked like a
and he need braces, bro. Like you can't be boxing and you need braces. That dude need braces, bro.
His freaking teeth are tearing the gum shield,
bro. That dude looked like he bit a grenade. Closed his mouth after that.
Fucking Jules. A Japanese dude with British teeth. What's up with
He got he got them shit
He
fixed, bro. He
bit
got
the
some veneers
bomb
in. I'm
that hit
looking at this shit, bro.
Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Yo, that dude look like he bit a bowling ball, bro. Like, the fuck going on?
Nah, Jules, you gotta look at the other ones, bro. He got some veneers in, bro. He got some veneers.
I
And
hope he
fixed the shit.
did. Shit, he got that Invisalign, that Japanese Invisalign.
Yeah,
Does
bro. He
Nick
fixed it
Ball
'cause
have veneers?
Who?
maybe.
Nick Ball?
Nick Ball got veneers, bro. He got the
Dude, he can't
chiclets.
even freaking talk with them. Like he's British tank.
No, it's because of the accent. That's nothing to do with the veneers. Bro.
Honestly, that's because he's from Liverpool. That's
He kind of
all the things they're doing in my career. All that shit. No, he's a good fighter. These motherfuckers sound like they pushing out a log, bro. Pushing out a big old shit.
I'm about to hock a loogie after that.
Yo, we better never go to Liverpool. I ain't say that shit. That was Ignacio.
Hey, fuck you.
He say that
I
shit.
can't, bro. It's not gonna matter, bro. Your accent sounds funny. Y'all know how y'all accent sounds.
Yo,
I'm not
they
the
shit-
first person that said it.
They
I've been
shit
waiting,
is
but who could
crazy,
hear?
yo.
That's hilarious. Nick Ball's from the same place as the fucking Beatles, and the Beatles didn't even sound like that.
For real, yo. Like Nick sound like
Nick
he
was
got a
the kid
fucking
eating
sword or
Beatles.
some shit. No one is gonna do it, and then you like, oh, okay, bro.
Nah,
Okay.
it's cause some people like to when they leave and they come to America and shit, they get rid of that shit. Like some people do. Like some
They
people
do.
like Patty will
No,
keep
that
it. But
happens.
Or
You
some
you lose
people,
your accent.
some people spend because
Nah.
Patty. You talking about Pat? Who you talking about?
Yeah, Patty kept this shit. Patty kept that shit.
Yeah. You talking about the blonde dude in UFC, right?
Yeah.
Well, because
But
we do
for
things and we
example,
do them.
Connor, I remember a guy that said he grew up in the same place. Basically, he was like, yo, he went out of his way to get rid of a certain way he said words in Irish, what's it called when he was in Ireland to now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no offense to Katie Taylor, but do you hear how she pronounces some words?
I mean, look, at this
man.
point, I gave up trying to understand most shit that Katie says, bro.
Okay, thank you. You weren't. Oh, I told you.
Sound like you woke up a fucking banshee, bro.
It sounds like you freaking scared that one old lady at the retirement home.
For real, yo. Like you just popped up on an old person at the old folks home. You know, but she's doing the thing.
Also, since somebody said it, what the fuck is Yanni Beck gonna do now?
Go to 68.
It feels like it's a wrap,
What the
bro.
fuck you mean? What he gonna go to 6 in 6 months? In 6 months, he'll be at 68. He's gonna fight a random. I'll tell you what. He'll fight a random African dude in Kazakhstan, right? At one of them promotions. At one of just like he just did. He'll fight a random African dude over there, get in the winner's bracket, then maybe come back to America and fight for a belt because the reset button's been hit. It's the perfect time to be at 168 now. Belts all over the place.
I got 3 letters.
He could probably target Rosandes.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not getting that fight, but all right.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, Turkey was willing to work with him, so maybe he can work with him for that.
Okay. No, he was. Yeah, that's a big keyword right there. He was willing to work with them. You think he's gonna be enthused to work with them next time?
He might.
Because that was because of
my dude. Turkey was trying to get Ryan over there, and Ryan already popped hot, and he was still trying to get that motherfucker.
But he didn't pop hot for him though. You fucked up someone else's show, not mine. I don't care.
I'm just saying, bro. Yanni Beck ain't do it.
All of a sudden, Jules just got a fucking shake handed to him.
Fuck yeah.
Is that a shake?
That's lemonade.
Oh.
You got lemonade in a styrofoam cup?
Hell yeah, it's vodka.
You know it's freaking boss. You know it's bomb when you get lemonade in a styrofoam cup, bro.
We got Jules drinking lean before GTA 6.
Gotta get right, bro. I gotta get right out here. I'm bugging out. But yeah, Yanni Beck will be back 6 months, bro. Come on. Nobody really gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Ain't nobody about to hit that motherfucker with no big ass band, bro.
Didn't they hit out? What's it called? African dude with that band?
No, that was the BBBOC though, bro. That was them.
The BBC.
Yo, you right, but it's like, yo, no disrespect when I say this. I don't think anybody really gives a shit about Yanni Beck like that.
That's why it's so easy for him to come back because nobody fucking
No,
cares.
I think that's why they
So
might
he'll
just
be
be like,
back
yo,
in
you
3
know
months
what,
instead
bro?
of 6.
We gonna throw the book at you just because we having fun today.
My dude, you know what it is? I'm telling you, he gonna go back to Kazakhstan. He gonna go over there fight random Cameroonian guy at 168, and he gonna be ranked number 7 WBA. Watch, watch.
Well, no, since he was a unified champion, he'll probably be ranked a little higher than that.
Yeah, like
Maybe
they
for
they
the
gonna
BO or something, maybe.
they ain't gonna do him great. You know, he could go fight for the IBA too. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a
Yeah,
shit, bro. They in Dubai, baby.
Wasn't
but
that same
but I
guy
feel
that
like it would
David
have
Morrell
happened
just
already.
last fought with the
Who?
IBA or something like that?
No, he was
Who?
with Eye of the
Oh, no.
Tiger.
hmm
Oh, okay, never mind.
He go to
Freaking
the
I don't know what they're
IBA.
doing, but
He go to the IBA. They'll have him fighting Pakistani guys, like they had
they'll have
Cindy
him fight
Edwards.
Shiraz's younger brother.
you know what
For
I
real.
also thought was weird? Remember the guy that was like IBF mandatory for a while at welterweight, Cody Crowley?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did he never go to Eye of the Tiger? Like, why was it PBC or bust for that dude?
Or whatever
Because he,
happened to him.
well, you know what it was? He
I
probably
saw
took.
He
something.
his face got fucked up.
Yeah, I saw something where they said his orbital
His
bone got
eye.
busted up and it hasn't healed, so that's why he's not fighting.
He probably was over there because he thought the PBC was the shit. You know what I mean? Remember, he was campaigning as a welterweight, so he figured he was in the right place. Yeah, I'm with the CBP. I'm Errol Spence. Yeah, yo,
I
I'm
feel that.
Yeah,
CBP.
yeah. Another
You're about
another
2
choice,
years
just
too
like
late,
Chen Zhu.
pal.
Brim said IBFP said Crawford is a coward for retiring.
All right,
All
I
right,
always know
cool.
you've been on some sucker shit. I don't
I
care.
don't really, I really don't care. I kind of just looking at it, just like, okay, it is what it is.
I'm
What you
looking
want
at
to
it as
argue about?
what else do y'all want from this guy, man? What else is there to do?
They don't want nothing except for him to lose, Jules. That's what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
like what y'all want him to Setsatsuken Canelo, right? Ren Setsatsuken. Do that kick, spin around the screen. It's like I don't even want to see a rematch. Like, did y'all want to see a rematch? I didn't want to see a rematch.
That's the thing I'm confused about too. Is like y'all all saw the fight, right? Like we all saw the same fight. Like I'm not even like, look,
I don't
he
think we did,
won,
bro.
and it wasn't like a fun win too, bro. It was just like I think what's it called? Chris Algieri said it best. This is a fight I will never look back at. I'm gonna look back at this for film, if anything.
Yeah,
That's as far as this goes. Like
there was no. It was a it was a monotone kind of fight. Crawford like Crawford took control early, kept control.
it was like an
That's it.
Oshaki Foster win, low key.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
it. Like there's nothing to go back and look at. Like, no, I missed that. No, I seen it. I don't need to see it again. I seen it.
it's just that Canelo doesn't have like a third or fourth gear. Like you gotta understand, this guy's had multiple hand injuries, and like it's more about making the shots count than just making it about quantity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else is, but Crawford, I think for me, Crawford will go down in history as one of the more underappreciated champions I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I've
Kind of like the
ever
Larry
seen.
Holmes.
Would you
They've been
say
giving that
more?
guy kind of like that, Seth. That they've been giving that guy a hard time forever, and for what, bro? Like I don't see it. Like why y'all giving him a hard time? All he ever wanted to do at 147 was fight those guys. They didn't
I
want to
mean,
fight him.
I
it's
mean, given
unfortunate
hold
because
on. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I
But
mean
I
it's
just wanted to
unfortunate.
compare. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, it's unfortunate because at the same time, a lot of
What the hell
a
is
lot of
that?
the fights that he needed to have at 147 and not the filler fights that he had weren't involving PBC fighters, and it sucks that he didn't get to have them at that point in time. But look what he got
No,
now.
but it's just
So I
very
mean, it makes up
clear.
for it.
No, and also it's just very clear why those fights didn't happen. The same way it's clear why the Sebastian Fundora fight didn't happen. The night Fundora beats Tim Tszyu, immediately, what did Samson say? Crawford got away. We fighting Spence. I mean, it's
Hmm.
all very clear
I don't.
that
Okay, hold on. I do have a take on some of this though, because I hear people every once in a while say, if you only got those fights from PBC, then things would have been different. But then I kind of think about it, and I'm like, yo, he fought Spence, and I've seen a lot of people poke holes into that. Like, just straight up, not even like fuck the car accident. I've seen people just straight up just think yo, how good was Errol Spence? If we're having
Yeah,
questions about that with Errol Spence, I don't even think we're gonna question. Yo, you beat Keith Thurman, who cares? You beat Danny, I don't
bro.
give a fuck. He was always
That's what I
overrated.
wanted to say. Like, listen. Like, um, Terrence, for as much as he blames Bob for not getting him the Errol Spence fight and blames him for not being DK promoter, right? That's the LWBC putting a battery on his back somehow. They did the best they can to really like put together a resume for him so that they can look back and say, oh, he fought that guy like Kell Brook, Amir Khan. You know that a lot of people weren't giving Jeff Horn credit, until until Terrence beat him. You know, it's like they want to pick and choose with who had the fucking worst resume, so that. I know like Bud has been disrespected. Would you say he was more disrespected than Bernard Hopkins? Because like he didn't get his
I
just due
would.
until he beat
No,
Trinidad.
I would say he was more disrespected than Bernard Hopkins. They kept
Right.
Crawford. They kept Crawford off of graphics, bro. They really tried
Yeah.
to erase him from the landscape. They really
And
did.
Bill Wenger
Yeah, because
had
pay
no
attention to those
justification
old
for that.
Fox.
Yeah, him and Pacquiao on the same
I,
on the
I
same platform.
I would take it a step further. Bernard Hopkins has gotten a lot of credit in certain places where people have disagreed where he should get credit from, because they've been like, yo, when it comes to him being like a top middleweight, shout out to the defenses. They're insane, right? But
Right.
when you actually look at the actual middleweights he's fought, that shit is type ass. Just straight
Ass.
bro.
Ass
Just
Howard
check.
straight
Eastman,
ass.
William Joppy,
Bro, and I remember, I
Robert
think
Allen.
it was a dude from BDA that got to me when he said he was like, bro, he was having draws with guys like Robert Allen. Like that shit never got talked about, bro. Like motherfuckers just like breezed over that
Right.
shit.
I'm saying, because motherfuckers' memory gets so hazy. Like, look, I think Crawford. I'm gonna say this, because I think a few things about Crawford. It's not the strongest resume. It ain't. It ain't. Um, but it's good enough that y'all motherfuckers ain't do it. No matter what. No matter what you think about his run and what he did. What I will always come back to is, well, if it was so fucking easy, Danny, you would have did it. If it was so easy, Keefe, you would have did it. If it
Queefy.
was so right, if it was so easy, Sean, you would have did it. There's a reason that at the end of the day, no matter what you think about his resume, he's a 3-time undisputed champion, and you're not. So if it's
Yeah.
easy, get out there and do it. And what are you? No, you're
I
not.
mean,
Like you're
yeah.
not.
I mean, if those wins aren't much of anything, right, to those people, right, who was better?
Right? I mean, don't forget that for as much as people like to turn their nose up at the Postals of the world, right? That's still a guy Danny
Better than
paid to
Ricky
step
Hatton.
aside. That's
Yep.
still a guy that Danny Garcia paid to step aside. Okay?
But he
That
got
is
smoke for Ivan
reality.
Redcatch.
Now, you guys want to give Ugas credit for beating Manny Pacquiao, but you don't give Jeff Horn credit for doing it first to a younger Pacquiao. 4 years, but what was it, 4 or 5 years?
4 years,
Something
yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to
He
my
was in what,
recollection, no one from the PBC side was in a hurry
2018?
to fight Jeff Horn after that.
Right?
No, Errol was. That's not
Yeah,
true.
Errol wanted to. Errol did want to. He did. He got a battery in his
Of
back for
course, the
Jeff.
WBO didn't exist after that belt went to Crawford, but he wanted to at that point. Size of the Street
Right.
didn't exist when Jeff Horn had
No,
that
No,
but
belt.
because y'all guys
just the
freaking
main thing.
remember the Fox graphics back in the day? They
Yeah, that they
had
kept
the
him off them
three
shits.
champions. Dude,
Media
and this
blackout.
was so freaking petty that they had, what is it, Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao on there, and Manny
They had
as the
Ugas. No,
WBA
they had
regular
Ugas
champion.
on there too. They had Ugas on there, but they didn't have Crawford. They had Ugas for the
Regular.
regular title because he had the Reggie. They had Ugas on there.
Dude,
It's
that's
like
that's messed up, bro.
I can't knock, but like I cannot do it because I seen what y'all tried to do. I seen what y'all tried to do clear as day. I can't knock him at all. No. Y'all really tried to freeze that man out. And in the end, he beat y'all ass. He beat y'all
Yeah.
motherfucking ass.
He left
Can't
with his
say
own and
shit.
said, "Kiss my ass."
Easily, you know. So I give Bud his flowers. It's just that I will say, look, Usyk's resume impresses me more if I have to compare them. Yeah, it does. It
Yeah.
impresses me more. It does. But Bud's resume is not nothing to sneeze at. Like, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Danny Garcia, would you have beat the Madrimov that he fought? No. Thurman, would you have beat the Madrimov he fought? No. Sean, would you have beat the Madrimov he fought? No.
Not, but this is where I'm kind of talking where it's like, I'm be real, yo. Besides like Sean, yo, these niggas are kind of ass.
Oh yeah. They are. But those were the top welterweights. You know, like no matter what we think of them, right? In hindsight, those were the top welterweights. Thurman, Sean, Danny, those were the top welterweights. So for looking at Bud's resume and saying, "Oh, you didn't fight Thurman, you didn't fight this, you didn't fight that," Brody, he fought Madrimov, who's better than them. Madrimov would beat them. Oh yeah. The fuck? The fuck? So he's an amazing fighter. He never let me down, you know, and I'm glad that he went out his way on his terms.
Even when he bet against him?
Yeah, because it was still I was still happy for him. It was just common sense that compelled me. For me, I picked Canelo off of I'm not a big believer in fairy tales. I'm not a miracle guy. I don't, you know, I just felt Canelo would be too big and too much for him. I was wrong. That's okay. I'm not mad at nobody. You did your thing. You know? History, bro. History. I'm not mad at that. And I'm glad that he retired. I'm glad he's not holding anything up now, that the division is allowed to breathe, right? That we're going to get new fights, new champions. I think that's all good.
But so real quick then, where is he ranked then? Because I think I've said before, I think Usyk from like this era, from what he's done, he should be ranked as a top 10 fighter of all time. Where are you putting Crawford?
What do you mean, like of just this era?
Nope.
Of just this era that we're in, or all time?
All time.
Oh, that's tough, bro. That is tough, bro. I don't keep an all-time list. I told you. It's too much data to tabulate when you have to factor in the Leonard, the Duran, the Hearns, the Hagler, the Robinson, the Ezzard Charles, the fucking...
People factor in Ezzard Charles in their top 10?
No, I'm just saying that it's a lot of data to tabulate when... If I look at Crawford's resume, what is he? 42-0, right? And I'm comparing him to fighters from the past who had like 80 or so fights or something like that. It does make it hard to find a middle ground to where you could say, damn, is Crawford in that conversation? Is he? He's 42-0.
Okay. How about 80s forward then?
Okay, that's a little better. That's a little bit more manageable. I would say I need to look at the data, bro. I don't like to wing it when it comes to that. I need to look at the data.
Just wing it, dude. Just wing it.
It's hard to say that Crawford is what, top 5 of the last 40 years? Would you say that? Of the last 40 years of boxing?
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard
tough.
Because
I'm not saying that he's not, by the way, but I'm
there's
saying
a lot of guys that you could make the case that are ahead of him, but he's not that far off.
I mean, and he's in an elite class in this era. He's in an elite class because look, Inouye, Usyk, that's just this era. Do you rate Usyk above Crawford, Ray, or is it the other way around for you?
No, I rate him above Crawford.
Do you rate Inouye above Crawford?
I do not. It's not by like a lot. It's not by a lot, but it's more like if he were to win at featherweight, I would strongly consider it. Only because I'm looking at if he beat Rafael Espinoza at featherweight or like Bruce Carrington, like an actual featherweight, then yes.
I think it's really tough, and I don't say that as a knock on Crawford. It's just that he really is in an elite class, like Usyk. That's good shit.
But like you were just saying, Jules, if we literally start from 1980 to now, look at how many guys we'd have to put in the conversation: Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, Julio Cesar Chavez, fucking Bernard Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya. Like, there's so many guys that you would have to throw out there just in the last 45 years before you could even mention Terrence. So it's like, It's
Those
tough.
are the
Like
names that
you
just
would have
come to
No,
mind.
and then
exactly.
there are lots of points of contention there that Canelo is the crown jewel of Terrence's resume, right? It's the crown jewel.
Yes.
How does Terrence's resume stack up with, say, Felix Trinidad's? His crown jewel is Oscar De La Hoya. How does
Okay,
it stack up?
so here's what I'm gonna do, and I know every Puerto Rican is gonna be upset when I say these next words.
I know what you're gonna say.
You did not beat that motherfucker at
Yo,
all, bro. Oh
no,
my
I
god.
get it. I'm just saying that on paper, it's not cut and dry because if you look in the past, about 20 to 30 years ago, the quality of competition was actually a lot stiffer than what
Yeah, I agree.
Crawford encountered. Yeah, it was a lot stiffer. So how do you rate that? Some of those fights they won, some of those fights they lost, but the fighters were better, higher rated fighters. How do
Because
you
if you take like let's just say what is it, Sean Porter and Errol Spence, and you dropped them in that 1998-1999
Bro, those
welterweight
guys get
division.
fucking killed. They get fucking
Yeah.
killed.
See, that's where it
Those
makes it
guys
interesting.
get
A
fucking
guy like
killed, bro.
Ike Corte would have beat the fuck out of all those guys.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the point that I'm bringing up. It's just that, yeah, you know, Crawford, is he a great, all-time great fighter? Yes, absolutely. But if you compare the level of competition that he had in this or his era of welterweights versus, say, the era of welterweights like 24, 25 years
Like that,
beforehand,
like Manny would have beat the fucking dog shit out of Spence. The dog shit.
Like what? Like wait, like are you saying like what? Manny from what year exactly?
2011,
From 08,
2010, 2011.
Yeah.
from 2008 would have beat his ass.
Was he even
In
at
2008,
welterweight in
Manny, he wasn't
2008?
even at,
Yeah, that's when he fought De La Hoya.
I thought that was 2009.
No, that was 2008.
I'm just saying that
But
it's
that
not a
was
knock.
that was an old
It's
De
not
La
a,
Hoya. So I mean,
it's not a no, look, it's not a knock on Crawford's resume, but you have to admit, if you delve in the past and you're really going to try to tabulate data from the last 40 years, Spence starts to not look so hot as a win. Starts to Pastal and Dongo starts to not, if you got to factor in all that shit.
let's go back even further. Do you think Postal in Landongo or Indongo could beat Aaron Pryor?
No.
And the guy that who's the guy
Nobody.
that, what is it?
Wait. That's
Pryor
ridiculous.
beat?
Hold on. That's stupid. Nobody's really beaten Aaron Pryor though. That's like a ridiculous question.
No,
Okay,
hold on.
But he's part of that era, though, bro.
I'm using
He's
that as
part
an
of that
example.
era.
Costiazou. Well, where does Victor Pastal stack up with Costiazou?
Not well.
What are we doing?
Who's the guy that
Yeah.
was it? Aaron Pryor fought? The one that that was a signature fight.
Arguello.
Would you? How do you think? What is it? Postal and
And that's another. And that was what Arguello's fourth weight. What was third, fourth weight?
Yeah. When they fought the first time, it was yeah. Well, that was the fourth weight. Yeah, it was.
Because Arguello was like really bad after that fight, like especially at 40.
No, just saying that.
Let's go to 35. Any of the guys that he fought there, would they have beaten Duran? So I mean, yeah.
This is what I mean, though, Ray. That's why
I don't know if that's why I don't
like. That's why I don't do this, because it's like if you go back far enough, Brody, it's almost like it was a different sport back then. Like it was wild, bro. It was wild, you know.
Yeah. Does Yuriorkis Gamboa even touch Alexis Arguello? Hell no.
Bro, he turned Gamboa into a fucking oil slick, bro.
Yep.
He a stain on the mat, bro.
Everyone beat Gamboa, bro.
Gamboa gets fucking cooked, bro.
I don't know. I think that's a bit harsh. Like I understand when you compare and like Ike Corte, like that makes sense. But saying like, oh man, imagine if Gamboa fought, I don't know, one of the hardest punchers in history. Yeah,
Brody,
I know exactly what would happen.
He could fight. We ain't got to bring up Duran. You could bring up Bobby Chacon, and he will turn Gamboa into a beef patty. He will turn him into
a McDonald's quarter pounder patty.
For real, will flip that motherfucker. He'll be a beef patty. Them fucking lightweights from back in the day was looking like they was fighting over a parking spot. Fuck a boxing match. Like they fighting over a parking spot.
Yeah.
How would a David Avenisia would have stood up to a Donald Curry at 147?
Trying to tell you, bro.
Not
or what is it, Madrimov against who's a good junior middleweight?
He would have never been like
Winky
Mike
Wright?
McCallum. Never.
Winky
Madrimov would
Wright,
have never been like
Mike
the body
McCallum.
snatcher.
Who's the Hawk? Who's the Hawk?
Oh, Julian Jackson.
Jackson.
Oh wait, Julian Jackson.
Julian Jackson, yeah.
54.
That motherfucker was knocking dudes dead. Like, there's no way these dudes touch him. No
Yeah, do you
way.
think Madrimov would have beaten? What is it? The Hawk. What the hell is his name? I know you just said it, but it freaking slipped my mind.
Julian Jackson.
He would have
Julian
won probably
Jackson,
like 2
Winky
rounds
Wright.
before like dying.
But that's what
Kinda
I'm trying to
similar
tell
Perry
you. That
Hall
if you do, if I do this data tabulation shit, where even if I go back 40 years, Brody, it starts to look a certain way. I'm just saying it does.
And then, I mean, Crawford's a great fighter, but if you were to have dropped him off from his 135 to 154, I'm not going to say 168. If you dropped him off at any point, yeah, he ain't coming back with what is an undefeated record.
Look, I'll say this.
Someone
I'll
would've
say
gotten
this.
him.
This is what I think about Crawford. Could you have dropped him in the Felix Trinidad Oscar De La Hoya era? Yeah, and he would have been competitive with those guys. I think he would have been competitive with those guys. However, that 154 and that yeah, shit gonna get real. Shit's gonna get real. It's gonna get real.
Yeah, I think he'd be fine at like 40 to maybe sometime, depends on what era of 47. But like, yeah, 54, I just don't see a universe or a time period where he would have been winning.
Trying to tell you, you know.
They had William Joppy out there at 54.
Never mind. So at that time, I think he would have won. But besides William Joppy,
You guys forgot Fernando Vargas was at 154.
I would take Crawford to beat
You
Fernando
also
Vargas,
forgot
though.
that Fernando was juiced to the fucking gills, dog. Like that ain't no Madrimov.
No, but I'm
And he
talking
still
about
lost.
pre De La Hoya though. Pre De La Hoya, he had not gotten busted. The De La Hoya fight was where he got busted, Jules.
No, but
I thought it was
even this. Let me say
what's his
this.
fight?
I love Crawford, right? I don't think much of Antonio Margarito's boxing per se. I don't think much of his boxing is X's and O's. But a big guy like that, with an engine like that, work rate like that, and throwing punches like that and hitting hard, yeah, that could have been a long night for Crawford if you think about that. Like, could he have beat him? I mean, I could see a way. I could see a way where he negotiates it. But it's just like I said, going back, shit is difficult. It's not.
Yeah, he might have beat Margarito, but he would have paid a price to beat him. That's
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like shit is difficult. Like, yo, them guys back there, they fought different, bro. That ain't no Jose Benavidez now. And I don't say none of this to knock him, but you got to be real to like, yeah, the further back you go, it starts to become a different sport. It starts to become a different shit.
Yeah, it's a completely different conversation once you factor all the dudes who fought in those eras. Like, it's not even like, I mean, can you imagine, Jules, what Ike Corte would do to fucking Danny Garcia if they really got into a fucking fight?
There is no generation of welterweights that you could drop Danny Garcia and he
Yeah.
does anything but gets his fucking ass kicked.
That's what I mean.
And down the ring, bro. Oh, Keith Thurman. Yeah,
Or maybe this.
I mean, Ray, there are guys in the 90s who were literally contenders that never won world titles that could probably win world titles easily now if they were fighting in these eras.
Fucking leg drop.
Yep.
Fucking, they'll leg drop the fucking guy. Like
Keith,
I would say that
finally
because
be
there's 4
bald if he
titles,
goes
but
through that
I don't-
era.
I mean, I can't think of an era where Thurman and other than the one that they came from, because even the one that was beset before them was too intense for them. What, Danny Garcia's gonna imagine if Danny fought a prime Pacquiao? Imagine if Danny fought Timothy Bradley. The Tim beats him, bro. Manny puts him in the hospital.
Imagine if Danny fought Ruslan Provodnikov, Jules.
Yo,
What the fuck?
I think if you get past like the disappointments, like it's not really that bad. Like I think Bevo's good for back then. I think what's his name?
No. Wait. It depends. It does depend. Like if we're talking about Artur and Dimitri, and Sergey, I do think that you could drop them in classic eras of the light heavyweight division, and I do think they would do okay. I think they would do okay. But welterweight is a much deeper, much more historical. It's seen so many good fighters passing through that I'm like, bro, there's no way you put Danny in a time machine and he comes back alive.
Exactly.
That dude is going to come back in a Ziploc bag, bro. What's left
No,
of him.
the time machine comes back and he's not even there.
Yeah, it's just his hairline. They kept the rest.
Paul Williams, Winky Mosley, and Forrest against the PBC.
It's
At what,
it's gonna be
54?
like those. That
Well, all of those guys except for Winky fought at 47. So, that just goes to show you there's no fucking way those dudes would have beat any of them.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Vernon Forrest and the Shane Mosley and the Vernon Forrest, that version of them when they fought. Oh hell no, dude.
I mean, I would probably say like the only person I would ever give from like the PBC a chance in any other like era that I could think of right now.
The comb over Kingpin.
Maybe Floyd. That's probably it if you want to count
He's
that.
not.
Like,
Floyd
that's
is
really
not
it.
PBC. Floyd is not PBC.
You don't count Floyd as PBC?
He's not PBC. He's not. No, he's just not. PBC. Floyd is
Golden
Floyd
Boy.
already. Floyd is Floyd already before PBC is even born. Floyd is Floyd. Floyd is not a PBC fighter. He's not.
Yeah, Ray, think about this. His biggest win was in 2007 against Oscar De La Hoya. PBC doesn't exist for another 8 years.
Exactly. PBC doesn't even come into it circa 2014, 2015. By then, bro, Floyd is Floyd already. Bro, he's not a PBC fighter. And Floyd, yes, you're right. That Floyd is a fighter that you could drop him in some eras, in some divisions, and I think he would be able to handle himself. Honestly, I like Crawford a little more in a time machine because he has a lot of dog, and he kept that dog. That dog didn't go nowhere from the beginning of his career to the end of his career. He had fucking dog. Where Floyd, there was no dog at 147, bro. Once you got to 47, the dog got put in the kennel. There was no dog after that.
Actually, Jules, you can make the case the dog got put in the kennel after the Jose Luis Castillo fight.
Yes.
After that, you never saw the same Floyd.
But then people try to pretend that he was doing good at 35 when I bring that up.
I mean, I would say that he was by the time he got to 47, he was tamed. He's severely tamed.
Yeah, because none of his performances at 40 or 47 were anything like what he was doing at 30 and 35.
He never tried to hurt guys at 47. Yep. And that's why I say, if you're putting Floyd in a time machine and you throw him back there with Ray and Tommy, nah, you get killed, Floyd. You don't have the dog for those guys. We're talking about 47. Yeah, you don't got the dog for, you don't got the size, you don't got the power. Remember, we're talking about 47. That wasn't your best weight.
Throw him at 30.
No, I'm just saying. No, but you know what they like to do with Floyd? What was the classic matchup they always put Floyd in? The fucking Leonard fight. And I'm like, Brody, Leonard was too big for that guy. Now I'm older, and I'm just going to be honest. Leonard was too big for Floyd at 47. Tommy was too big for Floyd at 47. He wouldn't know what to do with them guys. Sorry. And you ain't rolling shit up. You ain't rolling
Crawford
shit
against him.
There you go. I can do that, though. In my mind, I can see it. He's got dog. Maybe they beat him, but he's got dog. He'll fight. Floyd, nah, you gonna beat. I see you getting your ass beat. That is what I see. Like, yo, if you had to fight,
he was too safety first. Too safety
at 47. At 47, yeah, like nah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Now Crawford, I could see him working at the situation because he got dog. He'll go for the kill. He got that killer. I'm not saying he'll beat Leonard. I don't know, but I see it being a fight. That'd be a fight.
But you can make the case Bud is more similar size-wise than Floyd was.
That too. You could see that Crawford was a little bit bigger than Floyd. A little bit taller, a little bit longer. He could hang with them guys at 47. But Floyd, come on, pocket rocket. Motherfuckers will
Yeah,
give you a wedgie.
I mean, Ray, imagine Floyd fighting Aaron Pryor. I mean, come on.
That,
There's no
bro,
way.
He wasn't
yo,
that great
dog.
at 40 either.
If the Castillo fight was bad, put him in there with Hawk
I
time.
don't
Yeah.
I don't ever put Floyd in those like matches. When I say like, oh, he can go back in time, it's like strictly 130. That's it.
130 or 135, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's
No,
just
no, not
but that's
135.
not the but
130.
that
That's
yeah,
it.
but that is not the associations that have often been made with Floyd. Yours is a more educated approach. People matching Floyd against Sugar Ray Leonard, bro. Sugar Ray Leonard was what, 5'10"? Big
Yeah.
welterweight. Big welterweight. And
Yeah.
that's who you putting Floyd in there with?
And
Like,
they just so happen to neuter him at this time too. Take the dogs
Right?
from him.
Like, nah,
hey man,
dog. Like
respectfully, any man that was avoiding Paul Spadafora should not be called a great 135 pounder.
oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Any
Uh,
man that went in the
the
gym with
great,
Paul
the
Spadafora
great
and then
white
said, you
hype,
know what?
Paul
I'm
Spadafora.
good, bro. I don't need that in my life no more.
I need these problems, bro. I don't need this guy with these tattoos. This white guy over here with these tattoos fucking me up.
This meth head from fucking Pittsburgh whooping my
Hey
ass.
man, hey, I don't care what anyone says. Pre-tattoos, Paul Spadafora was a very good fighter.
He was.
No, he was, but the problem with Spadafora was his demons got the best of him. That was
That
the problem.
that motherfucker shot his girlfriend in the chest, and then told the cops, I got a gun, but it ain't the same gun she got shot with. I got a revolver. She got
Shoot, it wasn't as bad as
told the cops
Baltimore.
shit like that.
Yo, man, boxing is a trip, bro. It's a trip.
If you think
Look,
that was
man.
bad, look at what happened to Baltimore, man.
Nah, fucking Rob Reiner, bro. Fuck. You did that to your mommy and daddy, bro? God damn. That's fucked up.
What kind of drugs was he on?
I don't know, but I heard
The
he was
good
gonna
stuff.
fuck up Dwight from the office. I heard he interrupted Dwight from the office at a party. He was
There
wild.
you
Oh,
Dwight Schrute.
Yeah, that dude was that fucking guy is a mess. Like from what they were saying, he had been homeless, Jules, as a rich kid. He was fucking homeless. That's how bad he was as far as of a drug addict.
His drug habit was out of control, man.
Yo,
Like
Yeah.
hold on.
clearly.
Somebody put an interesting one. They said Azuma Nelson versus Loma.
I'm gonna go Azuma.
you know what I like to see? I would like to.
Azuma.
I would like to see Timothy Bradley versus Joshua Clottey.
That's a good fight.
Yeah,
That's a good fight.
That's
Loma,
a great
can I be?
average fight if I've ever seen.
Can I say something?
Mm.
Look, man. I'm not a Loma hater. He another one. I don't think you drop him in a time machine and nothing happens. I think you get your ass whipped.
Come
Yeah.
Come on, don't.
Who you gonna beat? Who you gonna beat? Who is he gonna beat?
And we're only talking 26 and 30, Ray. Just go on those two weight classes.
Let's do the whole
I'm not doing
fucking
35.
thing.
I'm not doing
26, 30, 35. I'm sorry. Like, who he beat?
So does he beat Ray? Does he beat Jeff Chandler?
That's not 26. But
Yes, he is. He was a featherweight champion.
Jeff Chandler?
Yes, Jeff Chandler was a featherweight champion at 126.
I'm 90% sure Jeff Chandler never moved out of bantamweight.
No, bro. Jeff Chandler fought at featherweight. He won a title at featherweight.
I'll check, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, never fought at featherweight. Never fought at featherweight.
He did?
He never did, yeah. Lineal WBA bantamweight world champion, but never fought at featherweight.
Okay.
Who does Loma beat at 126 or 130?
Yeah, let me think of who was a champion in that.
I'll
in
be
that
real.
era.
I'm drawing a blank because he doesn't beat Salvador Sanchez. He doesn't beat no, he could beat the guy that Salvador Sanchez beat though. I forgot his name. Little Red Lopez. He could beat him, I guess. You consider that
Hey, Danny Lopez was no pushover.
Wait. So that's what we putting Loma in a time machine for Little Red Lopez?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's a Hall of Famer. That's a Hall of Famer.
I know. I you beat him. All right.
I wouldn't take Loma to beat Fennec.
Jeff Fennec, no. Nope.
Maybe McGuigan. Would you take him to beat McGuigan?
Yeah, he could. Yeah,
Yeah, I
okay,
think he beats Barry. He
He could
beats
beat Barry
Barry.
McGuigan. Yeah, he could beat him. He
Yeah.
could beat him. That's what we doing though. We put him in a time machine so he can fight Barry McGuigan.
These are good fighters. These are good fighters. Like he's not beating Sanchez, but
Time machine takes a lot of power, bro. It sucks. That's what we doing.
He beats.
Yeah, bro. Yo, I'm putting him back in there, and I'm throwing him in Scotland, bro. I'm like, yo, beat Barry McGuigan real quick. Bro.
Herb, go ahead.
He beat Stevie. He beat Stevie Cruz.
Stevie Cruz. That name
Yeah,
sounds
he wasn't a bad fighter either. Yeah, that's a tough one right there.
I'm not seeing a reason to turn on this time machine. These names y'all give.
Yeah, let me just shut it. Let me just shut it down right now, Ray. Does he beat Julio Cesar Chavez at 130?
No,
he doesn't beat Julio Cesar Chavez in any universe.
Exactly. Thank you. So, like Jules said, why are we even powering up this time machine? What the fuck?
I don't think we should. Like, nah.
Yeah.
I don't think we should. And I don't say that for hate of Loma, but you came up in such a tame compared to the past.
I'm gonna look at
featherweight.
I want to see if they got
super featherweight, and forget about lightweight, bro. Like if you would have had to deal with those lightweights from back then, and they actually ran bigger back then. Those were big lightweights back then.
Imagine if he had to fight Livingston Bramble, that fucking huge motherfucker who fought at 35 against Ray Mancini.
He gonna turn Loma into a bowl of beats.
Pretty much.
Bowl of beats, bro.
You could imagine Loma dancing around with Terrence Ali. Well, that'd be a dance.
I'm thinking maybe 130 will be the answer for Loma. Maybe 130 would be the answer for there.
I think
Arguello, of course.
I think Loma is overrated. That's what I think.
Yeah, I don't see an era back in that time in the 80s that he's beaten a lot of these guys.
We put in Loma in a time machine that bends time and space because he beat Rocky Martinez at 130. Because he beat Linares at 135 and Pedraza. Man, I wouldn't even turn that shit on, man. I'll leave it off.
Brian Mitchell.
Just being real, bro.
Yeah, so hold on. This isn't that bad. This isn't that bad for some of the lists I've seen for people putting on 130.
No, listen. Here's a real time machine fight. Dimitri Bivol, Michael Mora, light heavyweight. That's a real fight.
If you give me Michael Moore, who was with Emmanuel Stewart, he wins that fight.
Yeah, that's not a real fight.
But do you know why there's a precedent? It's not like Michael Mora came up in the most difficult era of light heavyweights, bro.
Oh no.
Fair.
You know? So you could do that. Better Beef, same deal. You do that. Kovalev, same deal. That you put him back there. You know what? This could be competitive. It could be.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not turning on a time machine for Loma. That I'm not doing. Like, yeah, I'm good, dog. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to do this to the grid. Yeah, let's turn on the time machine. So Danny Garcia.
So somebody put Corrales in there. Do you think he has a chance against him?
Too much.
Actually, no. He should be.
No.
Too much Chico?
No, not at 130. No.
Chico was a big boy.
Yeah,
big boy.
Yeah, 130. He was huge.
I know why that person asked that too, bro. I know people are gonna say it's Floyd, but he really beat the shit out of him at 130, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, prior to that fight, Ray, Corrales was beating the fuck out of everybody. Like a lot of people going into that fight against Floyd, a lot of people thought that was a 50-50 fight before shit went down. Like there wasn't a bunch of people saying like, "Oh, Floyd got this." Fuck no. A lot of people were like, "Oh, like
I see it. I see it. No. You know what? I see it, Ray. 130 was arguably Loma's best weight, right? We could say that.
Yes. Yeah, I would say
that was a really good weight for him.
Corrales was struggling with weight.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Corrales was beating his girlfriend ass too.
Yeah, he was. Yo, he really didn't like. What's it called? When I first heard about that, I was like, yo, I've never seen people talk about Corrales this way before, bro. Like, his fights must have been amazing, bro. Like, nobody brought this shit up.
Yeah, but that's what we turning on the time machine for, so that Loma could fight Chico.
Hey, bro.
Yo, I'm just saying, that's what we doing. That's fuck. What the fuck we doing?
Yeah, I mean, are we really powering it up for that?
Like, I turn on the time machine. I'm trying to do Tyson versus Frazier. Fucking Loma versus Chico.
Yeah, no shit.
That's a
Are you
misused
turning on
power.
the time machine for what's it called? Inoue versus Wilfredo Gomez?
That's not a bad shout.
That's not a bad fight.
That's not a bad shout. You know?
Man, if I'm turning the time machine on for Diego Corrales, I'm gonna go into Corrales Castillo, man.
Shit, boy, I don't.
Go to that shit. Go to that shit. If I gotta turn on the time machine, let's think. Turn on the time machine. Let's make a fight. Let's make a good fight. Good fight.
Oh, I'm going to Foreman Lyle.
Oh no, just because I was really a heavyweight guy when I was a kid. I was a heavyweight guy. That was most of what I watched was the heavyweights. So a lot of my thoughts immediately go to heavyweight era fights. You know what I mean? I would want Larry Holmes. Give me a prime Larry Holmes versus a prime Lennox Lewis, and let's see what happens. Larry.
I don't rate Lennox that high.
I lean towards Larry, but your ass, you didn't seal the deal with Spinks, you know. Spinks was a little guy moving up.
Oh, my bad. He couldn't seal the deal against one of the best fighters of all time when we talking about light heavyweight.
Isn't Lennox one of the best fighters of all time?
Yeah.
He's considered one of the best heavyweights in the last.
I would say he's one of the best heavyweights of all time, sure. But I don't know. It's like you watch some of those fights, and it's low-key kind of Klitschko-esque.
I'm just saying, he was a really big guy. And Larry, remember, Larry, it wasn't a lot of guys the size of a Lewis running around in the Larry Holmes era. Lewis was a big guy.
Giant.
But Lennox got no chin, though.
Well, I would come on.
That's not rude. That's
Oliver McCall and Hakeem Rockman.
That.
I don't do. I find it very difficult to do that with heavyweights, bro. To say that a guy he don't got it, bro. Anybody get hit the way Rockman hit his ass, they going out, bro. Rockman hit his ass.
Larry was like a billion years old before somebody really put him down, bro.
All right, you're right. You are right.
Lennox was young and he was getting tossed around the ring.
You right. No, you're right. You're right. Larry had a better chin than Lewis. We could all say that. We can all say that.
Yeah.
And a better, Larry Holmes
and better boxing skills than Lewis.
Yes.
But it's I don't disagree with that. I actually favor Larry's jab over Lewis's, but it's just the sheer size of Lewis, bro. He's a huge guy. They were not heavyweights. That
mattered so much when Oliver McCall was ringing his bell.
Bro, Oliver was not a regular dude, bro. That dude cries and shits at the same time, bro. That was not a regular guy, bro. That's not an ordinary dude, bro. You saying that
Oliver McCall pre-rehab was a demon, bro. I understand that, but you still lost to a smaller guy that was a heavyweight.
Shout out to Don Juan. How would Loma do against Alexis Salvador Nelson? I think he loses to all of them. That's what I think.
Death. I actually think he might have. I don't know how good his chances are against Nelson.
About Alexis Arguello, Salvador Sanchez, and who? And Azuma Nelson? Yeah, he loses to all three of them dudes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what it is? It's like as much as people like when you see the highlights, it looks crazy, but like there's a lot of moments where like Lomachenko isn't really punching in fights. Like, I'll have like a burst of like
if
1, 2,
you
3.
do, no, because this is the real shit. If you're doing some Lomachenko highlights, right? What fights we using? Mariaga?
What about Sonny? What about Sonny Liston versus Joe Frazier?
Oh my God. I got Liston. In that, I got Liston.
That'd be a great fight.
Yeah, you know what? I think Jules might be right because the one guy that beat the fuck out of Joe was George Foreman, and Sonny Liston was pre-George Foreman.
He was the proto George.
Yeah, he was the prototype.
Prototype George. You know. Hey,
Yo,
prime
Sergey
Sergey Kovalev. Kovalev versus Better Beef.
That's easy. It's Better Beef.
It's hard. That's harder.
Not hard.
That's hard. I think that's harder than you think, bro.
Yeah,
I really do.
I don't think Kovalev. Honestly, I don't think Kovalev was really. But let me look at the resume before I say it. But I don't think he was.
Kovalev had a very Bivol-esque jab with more authority than
Kovalev
Bivol.
before the first Andre Ward fight. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough fight for Better Beef.
He had a technique too. He knew how to box.
Yeah, he got feet. He got good jab,
He
good
did,
feet.
but
box him
I
well.
remember, even though I don't think Andre Ward beat him legitimately, like at all. I want to put that out there. I don't think he beat him legitimately in a second. But he kind of did during those fights expose some things about Kovalev that you just never saw other guys do. One, when a guy really pushes you, you don't have a gas tank.
But by then, Kovalev's drinking vodka. He's kicking dogs. He's getting pussy. He's
No.
going crazy.
After that, he was drinking vodka and pussy because he realized, yo, I fought for $0. That's when he started drinking, and I would too.
Yeah, that is what drove him to drink that fucked up ass
What
contract.
do you think about Sugar Ray Robinson versus Marvin Hagler at middleweight?
I don't want to do this, country. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I don't want to think about that fight.
I mean that is a time machine, power up machine.
Bro, I think we need to power up 2 time machines for that fucking fight. That's not a regular fight. That's not a regular fight.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Ray Robinson's prime was actually welterweight, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was still really.
It was, but remember, country,
really formidable at middleweight though.
That's when he moved up to fight. When he was welterweight champion, he moved up to fight Jake LaMotta at middleweight.
Oh, they had some fucking.
Yeah.
Well, and Sugar wasn't I think Sugar would actually have a little bit of height on Marvin. Marvin wasn't a big middleweight.
No, yeah, he'd have a couple of inches on him for sure.
All right, I got one for you.
I think he would have shed Marvin eyes.
Jake LaMotta
I think
versus John
he
Mugabe.
would have jabbed his eyes shut.
Jake LaMotta versus John Mugabe.
John Mugabe, bro. Jake, are you serious? John Mugabe. Jake LaMotta at the very best was an old school Gabe Rosado, bro. That was Gabe Rosado before Gabe Rosado.
All right.
Carlos Monzon, Marvin Hagler.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. You know what? I'm going Hagler, but a lot of people are divided on that.
How do you feel about that?
I'm going Hagler.
All right, you motherfucker. Look, I'm going to sleep, you motherfuckers. I'm tired.
Wait. How about Duran and Chavez at 135?
I've answered this before, and I'll say it again. I got Chavez. I mean, fucking Chavez. I got Duran. I got Duran. No. I fucked up. I got Duran. I got Duran. All right, I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one.
All right.